show tells you that gamesmanship is a part of sign stealing.
We've certainly been on the other end of it. You know, we've had times when our guys are given something and it feels like, you know, the other team has one of the pitches and it's coming from, you know, I don't know if everybody saw it, but against the Yankees, you know, Shota, there was just a minute there where they knew their first base coach had one of Shota's pitches, and you know what's going on, and it's on us to help clean him up and get it right.
Zach, Craig Counsell said after the game that trying to gain an advantage on pitchers tipping is an everyday fact for every big league team.
Bruce, thank you. The Cubs strongly encourage use of all public transportation, especially CTA buses and trains when traveling to Wrigley Field for all games. The Cubs offer a free bike valet service located by the Addison Red Line station. For details, visit Cubs.com/transportation. And Torey Lovello, the Diamondbacks manager, called Craig Counsell today to apologize for the actions of his team yesterday. Coming up, Pedro is percolating. That's next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Draft a winning fantasy football team with the experts of SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio.
Wait on the quarterback. I think the position is as deep as it's been in years.
Hear winning strategies, player projections, and expert drafts to help you build a championship team.
When the sure things at running back and receiver run out, take Josh Allen.
We're talking fantasy football right now on Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87. And check out our audio draft kit anytime on the SiriusXM app. Just search Draft Season.
Mornings on SiriusXM's POTUS. Start with Chris Cuomo.
Well, if someone's not telling the truth, call him out.
Followed by Michael Sperkanish.
I cover the politics of everything in life.
I want to take calls and process where people's heads are on the things that matter to all of us.
Start your mornings with an open mind.
I'm trying to start a conversation, not have the final word.
That's why we're the politics of the United States for the people of the United States.
We talk, we listen.
It's a no BS zone.
It's not just sound bites. POTUS.
Channel 124.
Hey, what the heck is wrong with this thing?
Welcome to Morgan Wallen Radio.
What's happening now?
Morgan Wallen Radio.
Morgan Wallen what?
My very own channel, Morgan Wallen Radio, is on right now. Channel 64. I guess I'm the problem.
This I gotta hear.
It's pretty cool that I get to hopefully have an impact on somebody else being in charge of this station.
Morgan Wallen Radio, Channel 64, and in the Sirius XM app.
Dive into summer with sun-soaked specials on the SiriusXM app. From breezy yacht rock mixes to poolside party starters and decade-spanning summer pop countdowns. Find your soundtrack for grilling, chilling, and more. Just search Summer on the SiriusXM app.
Get inside the dugout with live interviews with over a dozen big league managers each month on MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and the SiriusXM app.
Baseball lives here on SiriusXM for 24/7 coverage of America's pastime. Tune to MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and anytime on the SiriusXM app.
All Cubs triples and saves are sponsored by Northern Illinois Food Bank. Help close the door on hunger. Visit solvehungertoday.org. Cubs in Arizona. This is the Cubs Radio pregame show driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. Time now to check on who's hot and cold. Sponsored by Plumbers 911. Plumbing emergency. Call 1-833-PLUM-911. Local 130 plumbers get the job done right the first time. Pedro Ramirez is 5 for 10 over the last two games with a double, triple, a home run, and 6 runs batted in. The cold right now for the Cubs is Michael Busch, 5 for 26 over his last 7 games, a 192 average, but he does have 2 home runs during that span. Coming up, Cubs third base coach Quentin Berry. Next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
A dominant performance this afternoon.
Hey race fans, this is Michael McDowell. The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona International Speedway. And you can listen to all the action right here on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 and the SiriusXM app.
For up-to-date betting lines, fantasy plays, and the latest NASCAR news, catch the pre-race show before every Cup Series race.
Can you hear it? The marching bands, the packed stadiums, the roar after a game-winning touchdown. College football is calling. And Sirius XM College Sports Radio is getting you ready for every snap. Experts like Dusty Dvorak, EJ Manuel, and Bobby Carpenter bring you everything you need before kickoff. The road to kickoff starts now on Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and the Sirius XM app.
When the game ends, the baseball talk begins. Tune into MLB Network Radio for expert analysis, great guests, and hosts who live the game on Channel 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Stay close to your team all season long. Every Major League Baseball game with your hometown announcers is available on Sirius XM and the Sirius XM app.
Veteran of the game is Daryl Beanfang from Rock Falls, who served in the United States Army. Thank you for your service. Sponsored by JeffBuysYourHouse.com. Veteran-led and trusted since 2007. Cubs, Diamondbacks in Arizona. This is the Cubs Radio pregame show, driven by your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Buick and GMC dealers. In our Cubs conversation, I asked Cubs third base coach Quentin Berry for his reaction to Arizona pitcher Merrill Kelly calling his actions yesterday Bush League.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. If you're competing, you're not happy with results that are happening on the game, you know, your emotions are high. Everybody's emotions got high yesterday, regardless of whatever was happening. That's how he feels. That's how he feels. There's really nothing I can say about that.
You're in the coach's box. Mm-hmm. That's legal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's strict rules on where we have to be, so we make sure to follow all the guidelines of what they tell us to do.
Your manager, Craig Counsell, called it gamesmanship. Yeah. Is that a fair way to characterize that? In your opinion, what does gamesmanship mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like in today's game, like whether you have things or not, whether, you know, we've experienced it on our side where, you know, we feel like teams have stuff of us, and it was our job to try to either clean it up or try to figure out if they really did. You know, you can play this game many different ways, having it, not having it, making people believe you have it. And it's just the way the game is played now. It's not the way it used to be. It's just more obvious. There's more cameras on everybody. Everybody's paranoid. Everybody's thinking somebody. We think people have it by the third pitch of our game sometimes, which isn't even necessarily true. But that's just the way, this is the game we live in, and this is how it's played.
Did you notice immediately what it was that ticked them off? Are you able to share that?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was ticking them off when they were screaming at me the whole game. So as soon as I started hearing them screaming at me, moving around. But, I mean, I've been yelled at. Javi's been yelled at first base at our home because it's right. We were right in front of their dugout. We've had coaches go down there and scream at him. And I think I remember when I was in Milwaukee, I would get yelled at all the time, especially in St. Louis. Everybody always, you know, figured we were doing something. Wainwright was in one that I felt like was a big one back then. And it's like you don't, if you assume, if you think, if you get, you know, almost like part of it, you know, it's part of it on each side. I get screaming at people, trying to get people to stop if you think we have something. So it all makes sense.
We noticed it in the fifth inning. Mm-hmm. Did it start before then? The
yelling?
Yeah,
the
yelling.
Yeah, it was in like the second inning. It was in the second inning. So it was from the second inning all the way until, and I did my best to like kind of just go about it and ignore it for as long as you can. But eventually, you know, you can only take verbal abuse for so long.
What was the work? And obviously we're on radio. What's the worst thing that was said to you that made you turn around?
I mean, I don't want to get into all that. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things where, like I said, I mean, you're going back and forth. You try to ignore as much as you can, and, you know, to a point you kind of have to say, like, hey, you know, kind of back off a little bit, or I get it, but, yeah, I don't want to go too far into details, so that was about it.
I have to ask, I know you're not going to answer, what did you do?
What did I do about what?
That created the stir.
I mean, I just was moving around. Moving around makes people worried. But I didn't do anything out of normal of anything I do any other day. So just movements make people paranoid.
Is it over? Or do you think because of the heated reaction between both dugouts?
It's never going to stop. You know, everybody's going to, I mean, no matter who we play, no matter if we have something or don't have, everybody's going to assume we have stuff. And nobody's going to stop thinking that we will. We're going to get barked at. We could try to bark at people as well if we think they have it, but it's part of the game.
The bench coach of the Cubs, Ryan Flaherty, has become a social media sensation because of his reaction. Your thoughts?
That's my dog. That's my dog. He had my back. He's been working out every day in the gym. He's been doing somersaults and stuff. He said he wants to be able to run and prepare for stuff, so he was prepared physically. He was prepared.
When you came back in the clubhouse after the game yesterday, how many messages did you have on your phone?
No, mainly just, I think it was just my wife. I mean, it's been more today than anything now that they're getting all this public notoriety, but it is what it is, man. Just having some fun with it today and then just move on and just keep trying to compete and win down the stretch.
For Cubs fans listening, what's your message to them?
We hope to keep on pushing, keep on winning, and push for October. That's it.
Q, thank you.
Thank you.
Cubs third base coach Quentin Berry. The Cubs collab with Chicago's own Alice and Wonder is back for year 2 with new caps, apparel, and novelties, plus mini Wonder pieces for the little ones in your life. Find it at ivyshop.com. Coming up, the Manager's Show next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, Southwest Airlines here with more reasons why flying Southwest from Chicago just makes sense. We treat you right. We're reliable as heck. And, this is big, we go where you want to go with over 80 nonstop destinations out of Midway alone. So go with what just makes sense. Don't overthink it. That's for FIPS, WOBAs, and WARPs. Am I right? Southwest Airlines, the official airline of your Chicago Cubs. Based on published Midway flight schedules as of 2/24/26.
Chicago sports fans, it's Ron Coomer. Summer baseball is in full swing, and it's the perfect time to enjoy your outdoor space. TimberTech decking is engineered with advanced innovation and resilient design to stand up to sun, rain, and years of gathering. You get the beauty.
MLB.com.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Hi, Rizzy. There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZY to learn more.
Save time every time for a great haircut. Just download the Great Clips app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Today's Tito's Handmade Vodka Canine of the Game is Sunny, a golden doodle from South Bend, Indiana. If the Northside team strikes out 9 players, Tito's will make a $100 donation to Paws Chicago. Cubs Diamondbacks in Arizona. Time now to hear from manager Craig Counsell. Brought to you by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity candy-coated chaos. Counsell sends Clay Holmes to the mound tonight.
What stood out is that, we got Clay after a pretty big layoff probably, and just getting him into the flow of things has really helped Clay, I think, more than anything. And then, we've got a couple of guys in this situation of you hope that, the fact that they missed some time turns out to be a positive at this time of year when they're just a little lighter on the innings, and they can feel strong through this stretch. So, we look forward to really good things from Clay. I think, he is a ground ball pitcher. There's no question about it, and that it should bode well for us.
Torrey said at his session that he gave you a call to apologize. And I'm just curious, from manager to manager, if that's meaningful.
Yeah, I think the world of Torrey. I think he runs a great ship here. I think he's done a heck of a job. So I enjoy every conversation I get to have with him. He felt like he wanted to do it, and I appreciate it.
The live bullpens for today.
Yeah.
Do you have any updates on how those went?
Yeah, we went out there. They were great.
You were though?
They were great. I think.
They were here.
What's that? No, they were at the complex. Yeah, so Justin threw just a live to hitters. Went very well, 2 innings, all good. And then actually Ben Brown played, it's called a Bridge League game, so it's kind of like an unofficial game. And he faced off against Corbin Burns, so it was the best pitching matchup in the history of the Bridge League. Ben also threw 2 innings, and then Zach Gallen actually fouled, so it was some pretty good talent in the game. Ben threw 2 good innings, I think 34 pitches. He did great. So assuming everything goes well tomorrow, he'll go. He's going to join us here tomorrow, and then he'll be off to an affiliate.
The Christ Greenfield School Choir performing the national anthem in Arizona tonight. When we come back, the pick to perform next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Rahimi and Grody, 10-2 on 104.3 The Score.
Pat, did you...
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Keep your family's dehydration levels in check with Gatorade Lower Sugar. Get this, it has 75% less sugar than regular Gatorade and no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
In baseball, range can make all the difference. That extra step to feel the ball, make the throw, and get the out. In life, Burnett gives you that same advantage, helping you keep potential threats at a distance with easy-to-use, less lethal protection effective up to 60 feet away. Stay in control without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Progressive knows it ain't easy navigating the open plains of home insurance, but there is one man who can help tame that wild herd of options. The Home Quote Explorer.
Note, Progressive's Home Quote Explorer is not a real person, but an online tool that lets you compare home insurance.
He's the type of feller who helps you decide on the right insurance, even if it ain't with him.
Again, not a person, just an online tool that helps you find great home coverage.
A real pioneer.
Okay, fine. Just do the thing. Yeah! Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
Service Titan is the only fully integrated AI that automates your entire workflow. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors, ready to stop operating.
That fits your lifestyle. See your local GMC dealer today. Monthly payment is $1,667 for every $1,000 you finance. Average example down payment is 8.8%. Must finance with GM Financial. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 8/31/26.
Chicago weather is tough. Your home siding should be tougher. Hardy Siding is engineered for our climate. James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Learn more at jameshardy.com.
Cubs in Arizona. Who are you banking on? Is sponsored by Pusey Bank. Building business, growing wealth since 1868. I'm banking on PCA. Pete Crow Armstrong has 5 homers and 8 RBIs over his last 7 games. The pitching matchup is sponsored by Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Enjoy the laid-back experience of Ziegler Subaru of Kenosha. Right-hander Clay Holmes going for the Cubs. 5-6, a 2.49 ERA between the Mets and Cubs this season. Holmes has given up just 1 run over his last 2 starts combined. A span of 12 innings. Fellow right-hander Brandon Pfaadt going for the Diamondbacks. 7-1, a 3.39 ERA. Last week in Boston, though, he gave up 5 runs in 5 2/3. Pfaadt, though, has 15 strikeouts and no walks over his last 2 starts. It's time for baseball in Arizona. Cubs, Diamondbacks, Pat, Ron, next on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs Talk on your ride home. Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
Elevate your living space with IKEA. Bringing your dream home to life is closer and easier than ever. Find inspiration as you shop in store or order online with our easy and convenient IKEA pickup points. Ready for a refresh? Book a free appointment with an IKEA planner to design your ultimate dream space. Whether you're upgrading a single room or planning a total remodel, IKEA is right around the corner. IKEA in LA and OC. Dream the possibilities.
Hey, baseball fans, here's a question. Do you know if your retirement strategy is built to weather market ups and downs? At our local academy, right here in your area, discover educational strategies for protecting and growing retirement assets and creating lasting income. Your future deserves a plan. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class. That's TRADE to 210-210.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! Elevate your living space with IKEA. Bringing your dream home to life is closer and easier than ever. Find inspiration as you shop in store or order online with our easy and convenient IKEA pickup points. Ready for a refresh? Book a free appointment with an IKEA planner to design your ultimate dream space. Whether you're upgrading a single room or planning a total remodel, IKEA is right around the corner. IKEA in LA and OC. Dream the possibilities.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
Yeah, it's a lot of credit to them. A lot of credit to CY, a lot of credit to our ownership, on having a view and bringing in people. And it's truly incredible, to have this group behind us and to be world champs now, man. It's crazy.
That's Corey Seager after he received the 2023 World Series MVP award. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
And listen to this. Now he steps back into the box, and here comes the pitch from Chan-Ho Park, and there's a high fly ball to left field. Did he do it? Did he do it? He did! Cal Ripken Jr. on his first at-bat in his last All-Star game hits a home run.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Hughes reporting. Zach Zaidman working alongside. We all thank you for joining us. Cubs played an excellent game last night in just about every phase. Starting pitcher Kevin Gausman tossed 7 shutout innings. The offense had 7 runs on 10 hits. Cubs played long ball, home runs by Michael Conforto and Carson Kelly. Easy win last night, 7-0. Tonight, let's see if the Cubs can make it 2 in a row as they send right-hander Clay Holmes to the mound against Arizona right-hander Brandon Pfaadt. It is scorching hot outside, 111 degrees just outside the door here from where we are located. 111 outdoors. It's a comfortable 75 indoors. Starting pitchers, as we said, Holmes against Pfaadt. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game, brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Leading off for the Chicago Cubs tonight and playing center field is Pete Crow Armstrong. Seiya Suzuki in right field. Batting third and playing first base is Michael Busch. Alex Bregman, the cleanup man. Bregman at third base. Ian Happ in left field. Nico Horner at shortstop. The Cubs' second baseman is Pedro Ramirez, and he'll bat seventh.
Michael Conforto is the DH, and batting ninth and catching, Miguel Amaya. Those are the Cubs. Again, the Cubs starting pitcher is right-hander Clay Holmes. Here's the Arizona lineup that Holmes will be contending with. Lars Nootbaar, the former Cardinal, leading off as the DH. Corbin Carroll in right field. Batting third and catching, Gabriel Moreno. Geraldo Perdomo batting fourth. Perdomo is the Diamondbacks shortstop. Max Kepler in left field. Nolan Arenado at third base. Tim Tawa batting seventh. Tawa at first. Ildemaro Vargas at second base. And batting ninth, Arizona center fielder Jordan Lawler. A lot of Cub fans here. They were very much noticeable last night. Whenever the Cubs would do something well, it almost sounded like it was a home game for the Cubs, with so many great Cub fans in attendance. And just looking around, I think that might be the case again here tonight. The umpires assigned to the game: Malachi Moore calling balls and strikes, Alfonso Marquez, the crew chief, at first, Mike Estabrook at second, and Lance Barrett will make the calls at third. The announcement of the umpires sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. We're just about set to go. The Cubs are in Arizona, trying to make it 2 in a row. Back to get it started right after this on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
The Cubs play here on 104.3 The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network. Make your...
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're Acquire, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
He'll take his walk. He'll take whatever they give him. But if he throws one down the middle here, even on 3-0, he'll still swing at it. Yeah. Let's see. 3-0 to count. Here it comes. Swung at it. Gone. Goal. Yes.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com. Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
4 seasons. Pete Crow Armstrong leads it off. First pitch swung on, hit high in the air into right field. He just missed it, and Carroll, the right fielder, will make the catch, and that's out number 1. Again, the Game Time Temp brought to you by 4 Seasons, your trusted local experts for heating, air conditioning, plumbing, sewer, and electric. Ron, as you think about Brandon Pfaadt, talented right-hander pitching for Arizona, what's on your mind?
Well, he's pitching very well. That's the one thing. He's a guy that Arizona, and it goes back to what we saw yesterday, is that pitch in for a strike. They thought he was tipping his pitches eventually. They kind of got that straightened out in AAA.
Say takes another pitch for a strike, nothing in 2.
And, you know, he's pitched very well. He's a sinker-slider guy. Got a big sweeping breaking ball, sinker, and a 4-seamer. But, you know, at the end of the day, since he's been called up, he's pitched great.
Fly ball to center. It's going to be caught by Lawler, and that's out number 2. Cubs wearing their traveling gray uniforms, gray shirts and trousers. Red numbers on their backs, blue hats and helmets, blue sleeves and socks, and a variety of shoe colors. The Diamondbacks in their home whites with that Sedona red color of hats, numbers, sleeves, and socks. Here's Michael Busch checking in. And the pitch on the way. It's outside on the corner for a strike. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Busch bangs it foul in the air, slicing away and out of play down the left field side. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. Busch had a couple of walks in last night's game. Hitting .243, 16 home runs, 65 driven in. He plays a very good defensive first base. And Ron, I know you often talk about you like to see guys improving in various facets of the game. His defense just gets better and better over at first.
Yeah, he came to the Cubs and was not a natural first baseman. He takes that pitch down for a ball, counts 2-2. And just with his work, day after day after day, season now after season, he has turned himself into an excellent defensive first baseman.
Busch waiting for the 2-2 from Brandon Pfaadt. Just outside. Malachi Moore, it almost looked like his upper body flinched ever so slightly. He was ready to pump out the right arm and call that a strike, and he thought, no, I don't think so. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Busch. And he'll take ball 4. That last pitch looked pretty good as well, but Busch gets the free ride. It brings up Alex Bregman.
Yeah, a little two-seam fastball down, and it is just down. So Bushy with a walk. Cubs get a base runner here in the first. First inning is powered by Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco Distributors Incorporated.
Bregman 1 for 5 in last night's series opener. He's been a hot hitter lately. Pitch to Alex is taken for a strike. The announcement of the umpire sponsored by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Plenty of Cub fans here. Bregman swings at a breaking ball, does not get it. Pfaadt is a native of Louisville, Kentucky, or if you're from there, it's Louisville. 6'4", 220-pounder. He's really blossomed into a very good pitcher. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him on an off-speed pitch. Cubs don't score, lead 1 after a half. Cubs nothing, Arizona coming up on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Service Titan is the only fully integrated AI that automates your entire workflow. Born in the trades, built for commercial contractors ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
Every championship team has a strategy, shouldn't your retirement? Too many people worry about market swings, inflation, taxes, and whether their savings will last. At our local academy right here in your community, you'll discover strategies to help protect what you've built and create retirement income designed to go the distance. Take control of your retirement future. Text TRADE to 210-210 for a free local class near you. Again, text TRADE to 210.
BedfordPark.com.
Clay Holmes, big, strong right-hander, 6'5", 245 pounds. Looks over on the first base side of the rubber, facing Lars Nootbaar, the DH for Arizona. First pitch outside. In fact, the catcher, Amaya, couldn't even get a glove on it. 1 ball and no strikes. Ron, as you think about Clay Holmes facing these D-backs, what's on your mind?
I'd say get a little closer to the strike zone than that first one.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
That's really solid. Next offering.
See, listen, that was real close. I think for Clay, at the end of the day, he's a sinker ball guy. Sinker, slider, changeup in the old-fashioned way, and it's a good thing. He's going to induce a lot of ground balls. If we see that, he's throwing the ball exceptionally well.
He fires a strike, 2-1. Cubs leadoff man presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If a Cub leadoff hitter gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot. Here's a swing and a fly ball to shallow left. Should be routine for Happ. And it is, and that's out number 1. But Benny's Beverage Depot, if a Cub leadoff man gets a base hit, Benny's donates $200 to service dog charities. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. No score, bottom of the first. 1 away, bases empty. Corbin Carroll stands in. Good solid player. Hits one in the gap, left center. Deep, back goes Happ with room, makes the catch. Had to angle all the way back to the track near the 374 sign and hold it in. 2 down.
Yeah, good jump by Ian on this ball. This one, this ball has double written all over it when it leaves the bat, but Ian just chases this ball down. Nice play. Defensive alignment sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Pete Crow Armstrong and Ian kind of move together, but Pete now playing Moreno well around towards right center field.
Fastball in for a strike. Moreno nothing for 4. He doesn't have many of those. He's a good solid hitter. 303 and a good catcher. He rolls one to third. Bregman makes a routine play and throws him out. Play goes 5-3. Diamondbacks go 1-2-3, and at the end of one, nothing game here in the desert. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday with Rahimi and Grody, 10 a.m. to 2 on 104.3 The Score.
Chicago.
You got this.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy. You might be dehydrated. Don't let dehydration take away from your day. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a one-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Do you know the following baseball slang? Today's phrase is gopher ball. Do you know what it means?
Top 2 in Arizona. Cubs and Diamondbacks are scoreless. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, delivering crisp, refreshing flavors that hit every time. Pat?
A hit every time, you say, Zach?
That'd be something.
Wow. Let's see if Ian Happ can just get a little leadoff base hit to get a rally started here in the second inning. Zach will be along in the 5th inning to work with Ron Coomer. Walt Ellis is our engineer at the controls. Always good to work with Walt. Military hero of yesteryear. Here's the pitch on the way to Ian Happ, and it's taken for ball 1. Fought as a big man, imposing presence on the mound, 6'4", 220. Pitched collegiately in Louisville for the College of Bellarmine University. There is a strike to Ian Happ. His brother was a catcher when he was a pitcher at Bellarmine, and his whole family seemed to go to college at Bellarmine. Here comes the 0-1. Happ hits a ground ball toward the middle. That's going to be fielded by the shortstop Perdomo. Off balance throw in time. One hop throw negotiated nicely by Tawa at first. Perdomo's momentum was heading into shallow right center as he made that awkward throw against the grain, but he got the job done, and it's out number 1.
Yeah, it's a great pick by Tawa. Perdomo shows great range, and you probably wanted to bounce this ball a little sooner than that, but a great pick by Tawa at first base. That was a very tough play for the first baseman, and he made it look easy.
Here's Nico Horner hitting one in the air to right. Pretty well hit. Back goes Carroll, still going, backpedaling near the track, makes the catch. Out toward right center. Nico gave it a long ride to the opposite side, but it's out number 2, and the batter is Pedro Ramirez.
Feel like a Bosch prediction brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. Feel like a Bosch now. Feel like Bosching tonight?
I do kind of
all right.
Have an affinity for Bosching at the moment.
A lot of people have excited you're Bosching tonight.
Here's the pitch in there for a strike to Pedro Ramirez. I say the Cubs are going to make it 2 in a row to start this series.
Okay.
Do you need any more details than that?
Well, that's as Boschish as we need to get right there.
That's what I was striving for. Here's a line drive into shallow right, and coming in and making a sliding catch is Corbin Carroll. Carroll's a good athlete. Makes a lot of good plays in right. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. 0-0 game. Cubs and Diamondbacks on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Gatorlyte, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. With no artificial sweeteners or flavors. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlyte hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
If there's a water leak and your home is flooded, will your insurance cover it? Don't count on it. Repipe your home before the flood. Call Creative Repipe. All they do is repipe homes. They're one of the most referred and best reviewed repipe companies. Creative Repipe. Local, licensed, and insured. Get 20% off your repipe job and a lifetime warranty. Call 888-373-0046. That's 888-373-0046 or go to creativerepipe.com. That's creativerepipe.com.
In baseball, range can make all the difference. That extra step to feel the ball, make the throw, and get the out. In life, Burnett gives you that same advantage, helping you keep potential threats at a distance with easy-to-use, less lethal protection effective up to 60 feet away. Stay in control without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
When you run a growing home service business, you roll with the punches. More trucks, more techs, more jobs, and suddenly your team is drowning in spreadsheets, manual work, and software that just can't keep up. But there's a better way. Service Titan.
GrandAppliance.com for full details.
For the first time ever, Big Ten volleyball comes to Wrigley Field. Catch Nebraska, Missouri, Penn State, and Kentucky in a doubleheader under the lights on Sunday, September 6th at 6 p.m. Tickets available now at Cubs.com/Big Ten volleyball. Pat?
That is a tremendous sport to watch, Zach, and to broadcast. I covered that when I was a younger announcer, and women's volleyball, men's volleyball, mixed. I covered I think it was called the World Volleyball Association. Wilt Chamberlain played in that league for a while. This would have been in the late 1970s. And they were a mix of men and women, just tremendous athletes. 2-1 on Geraldo Perdomo, and the pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Clay Holmes making his 4th start as a Cub. He is 1-2. He's pitched very well. He easily could have won another game. For example, the game against the White Sox the last time out, only 1 earned run allowed in 5 1/3.
Yeah, he gets that sinker working, boy, and hitters, they know that they're swinging early in counts, and he gets a lot of routine outs.
Here's the 2-2 to Perdomo. Inside, almost hit him. Perdomo fell on his chest. He moved his feet back and then just fell on his chest right in the batter's box.
Yeah, I think Perdomo was expecting that ball to go the other way and be more of a sinker and run back to the plate. It was a cutter and kept boring in on him.
No score, 2nd inning. The payoff pitch to Geraldo Perdomo. Sliced foul down the left field side.
Speaking on today, powered by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
We're getting ready to pass along a station ID as soon as Perdomo finishes his business in this plate appearance. And it's inside, ball 4. 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams. We are 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR-FM and HD1 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station on the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Max Kepler, the batter. Kepler will take a strike. Kepler hitting .219. Diamondbacks still without Ketel Marte, one of the more bizarre stories that has taken place this season. You're talking about one of their best players. He's a 3-time All-Star. Marte hoping to return, quote, next week. It did not specify a day. But it's been 2 weeks, or it will be 2 weeks, after his unexpected disappearance from the team in Boston. They just didn't know where he was. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Good sharp breaking pitch at the last moment. It just dove down near the dust, and Clay Holmes gets the strikeout. 1 out, 1 on, and the batter is Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, it's a very odd story. I've never heard of that before, ever. In all my years of baseball, where a guy just leaves the team and disappears, and then all of a sudden he's coming up with places he's got to be to get his leg checked.
Arenado hits a sky-high pop fly into shallow left. Routine play for Ian Happ, and that's out number 2.
So yeah, very odd story, and just. That can't be good to have your best player on your ball club, basically. That's kind of just your AWOL, and so what do you do if you're the rest of the guys on the team?
Especially run at this point in the season. Right? That kind of complicates it even further. Tim Tawa, the batter, and the pitch to Tawa is down low. It says here, Ron, I was reading about it today. He was put on the restricted list right after his disappearance and then transferred to the 10-day injury list after they discovered mild inflammation in his knee. Fastball is low and away, and that was another issue. He left Boston and flew all the way back to, I believe, Phoenix to see another doctor to look at his knee, and that was another thing that seemed puzzling to me. But they're without him, and it remains to be seen whether he will return this season or not. And I think the more time that goes by, the less likely it would be for his return, or should we say a successful return.
Yeah, I think there's got to be a lot of things worked out with him and his teammates and him and the coaching staff and his manager.
The 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. Just reading Torey Lavello's comments, he said he was personally let down initially.
Yeah.
He felt like he was very close with Starling or Ketel Marte. He felt like they were, a solid manager-player relationship. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 3. Good job by Holmes. He strikes out Tim Tawa as we go to inning number 3. No score. Cubs and Diamondbacks on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering every Cubs game all season long. Rahimi and Grody, middays 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score. Roofing and water.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy. You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Great tasting hydration no matter where you're going. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
Hey, baseball fans, here's a question. Do you know if your retirement strategy is built to weather market ups and downs?
Conforto is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on Deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Zach, we're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Michael Conforto leads off the third. Michael had a big night last night, a long home run, 3 for 3, drove in a couple. That gets you some playing time.
Yep, absolutely. It gets you right back in the lineup the next day, that's for sure.
Scoreless game. There has not yet been a base hit by either team. Amaya to follow, and then Pete Crow Armstrong. Here's a swing and a pop-up foul off the hands. What did we have in the attendance area last night? 28 plus. Yep. I would say we're right in that same neighborhood. I'm going to say 29,092. 29092. Check swing foul by Conforto. Just thinking about Conforto's long home run way up into the bleachers and straightaway right. I think that's the longest home run we've seen him hit.
Yeah, that was a long one. He got a pitch down and in, and he barreled it up about as good as you can do.
He hits a big bouncer to a charging second baseman Vargas. Underhand feed to the bag in time. One away, nothing game. Third inning, and the batter Miguel Amaya.
Third inning is brought to you by Consumers Credit Union. People in your corner who stand up to you wherever you go. I will make my guess at 20. I will say 30,000 today.
Amaya waiting. The pitch by the right-hander Brandon Fought is taken for ball one.
I'll go 28,500.
Now our engineer Walt Ellis more than welcome to play the attendance game, and since he was honored with a Purple Heart in Vietnam many years ago, we're going to waive the normal appearance fee.
Waive it?
We're just going to waive
give
it.
Him like 50% off or something.
No, we're going to waive it. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Little pop fly into shallow right, racing in Carroll, and Carroll makes the catch. Out number 2.
And Walt has immediately submitted a guess, Pat, after the fee was waived. 24,000 is Walt's guess tonight.
So Walt a little shy in relation to the other 3 guesses. It's nice to have you aboard, though, Walt. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Pete Crow Armstrong. Pete due for a hit. He's 0 for 6 now in the first game and a few innings in this game. But he's had good cuts, I've felt, Ron.
He just missed the home run that last at bat.
Here's the pitch. He shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a strike, 1-1.
He has been, yesterday and then today, he has just been under. As a hitter, we talk about, being on top of the ball, or you're just under, you're getting a little loop. On the whole, there's a whole variety of things that could create that. Or you're just not barreling the ball up. But he barreled that last pitch up just under, just a little bit.
He lays off a high fastball here. Pete sees a lot of high fastballs.
Yeah, they were getting him out with the breaking ball down, and then he stopped chasing that. Then they started elevating and trying to get him to chase the high fastball.
He lines one to first, caught by Tawa. And it's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Brandon Fought. Middle of inning number 3, 0-0 game. Cubs and Diamondbacks on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Elevate your living space with IKEA. Bringing your dream home to life is closer and easier than ever. Find inspiration as you shop in store or order online with our easy and convenient IKEA pickup points. Ready for a refresh? Book a free appointment with an IKEA planner to design your ultimate dream space. Whether you're upgrading a single room or planning a total remodel, IKEA is right around the corner. IKEA in LA and OC. Dream the possibilities.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
It's time to step up to the plate to see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
It was a big moment for us. We had to win 3 games. If we knew we had to win 3 games, we were going to have a real chance at winning this thing. And we came back here 2 games, down 2 games, and we were able to accomplish what we had to accomplish.
That's Ozzie Smith after his walk-off home run in Game 5 of the 1985 NLCS. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
Bottom 3 in Arizona. Cubs and Diamondbacks are scoreless. It's 108 degrees at the moment in downtown Phoenix. The roof closed here, though. A comfortable 76 degrees. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports. Sports betting the way it should be with no bet fees. Guys?
A mild 108, Patrick. No big deal. Yeah. Who needs a sauna?
Bottom of inning number 3. Ildemaro Vargas will lead off. He took ball 1, now takes a strike, 1-1. You and I walked out of the hotel on the way to the bus, and it only took maybe 30 seconds to go from indoors to the interior of the bus, but it's 30 seconds that I will not forget.
Yeah, it's
scorching hot. Here's a fly ball to center, shallow and playable for PCA, drifting now left center, makes the catch. And that's out number 1. 0-0 game. Starting pitchers are dominating the early chapters of our story. And the batter is Jordan Lawler.
I went down to the pool area where they have a grill, and I was going to order lunch and sit there and get my lunch. And I ended up taking it back to the room. It was so hot, and I just went in the pool and hung out there, and then instantly went right back to the room. 110 degrees, midday, or 112 earlier today. Yeah, that's no place to be hanging out outside.
But it's a dry heat, they tell us. 0-1 on Jordan Lawler. But it was actually very uncomfortably hot. And you really understand why they have the roof closed here in this ballpark. The 0-1 is inside. As you remember, Ron, Phoenix which is where we are. That was a town in the Pacific Coast League, and I believe it still might be.
It is, yeah.
And we used to broadcast games in a concrete booth.
Yeah.
Concrete. And in those days, I worked solo. There's a swing and a miss. I did the entire 9. I was the engineer.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you're on the air for 2-3 hours straight.
Right.
And you talk about hot in those concrete booths.
Yeah.
It built character, let's put it that way.
I would agree. I'll never get some of that character back either, playing in that ballpark here in Scottsdale. We used to, and our manager, Rick Dempsey, always wanted us to take batting practice every day. And I took my swings, and I just went in the clubhouse, and he goes, "You got to take your ground balls." I go, "You need to find a new third baseman." He laughed. It was like it is now, that 110, 115 degrees. Whoa.
And it's every day.
Yeah.
It goes for months on end. Now, their winters are beautiful here.
They are.
You get 70-degree days in December and January and February and March for spring training. But you endure the summers here just the way we endure the winters in the Midwest.
Yep, that's right.
Lars Nootbaar, the batter. Here comes the 3-0 pitch from Clay Holmes. Scoreless game in the third. Nootbaar takes a strike.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. Cubs have won all 4 games against these Diamondbacks this season. Here's the 3-1 line drive towards second. Backhanded on the short hop by Ramirez. Good play. Clean pickup. Throws to first in time. 1-2-3 for Clay Holmes. Nothing game. It's on to inning number 4 on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com. Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
It's the baby. It's your first baby. It's pretty incredible standing here among all of our guys. This is why this has all happened. It's a tough game, obviously, the way they came from behind. We kind of regrouped during the rain delay, and this group never quits, just like they had just said.
That's Joe Madden after the Chicago Cubs won the 2016 World Series. Catch the next great moment on the MLB app and MLB.com. Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is small ball. Do you know what it means? Small ball. Advancing base runners methodically, 1 base at a time, often with the sacrifice fly or bunt.
It's a nice job all the way around here for the Rangers and playing a little bit of small ball.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's going to be great.
Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. The Mets beat the Brewers 3-2 in 10 innings tonight.
Zach, we go to inning number 4. We'll get some details about that and other games as we move along. Suzuki takes ball 1. Right-hander Brandon Pfaadt coming back. Seiya hits a bouncing ball foul toward third.
An error by the Brewers, allowing the Mets to score the winning run in the 10th inning. So if the Cubs win tonight, they'll move to within 4.5 games of first place Milwaukee in the National League Central.
Seiya lines one toward left field, foul. Neither team with a hit so far. Each team with a walk. Bush drawing the walk for the Cubs in the first. Perdomo drew a free pass in the second. So the starting pitcher is really dominant, and you get the feeling that a run or two might look very big right about now.
Yeah, both guys pitch very similarly, too. Sinker, slider.
Low and outside, Ron. 2-2 on Seiya.
Yep, so they kind of go at the hitters very similarly, with the more sinkers right on right and more four-seam slider, slurve, whatever you want to call it, to the left-handed hitters.
Fastball is outside. Between innings, they played the song of Islands in the Stream. Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers' great collaboration of yesteryear. Very sad news today. 3-2 pitch bounced foul toward third. Even if you were not a huge country music fan, I think most people were fans of Dolly Parton. Just seemed like a sweetheart. And she was in movies and sang and just had a delightful way about her.
She really did. Happy soul. Yep.
3-2 pitch on the way. Line drive toward left, base hit. First hit of the game. Suzuki, a solid smash between third and short. Let's see if that leads to bigger and better things.
I believe this little slider that Suzuki gets, it's inside. He just hammers this ball between short and third and into left field. So, yeah, let's see if the Cubs can get a little something going. Michael Busch walked in his first at bat. I would think this matchup for the Cubs is a good one for Bushy. The running fastball away or the high, that four-seamer. If he can get a hold of one of these fastballs, he could do pretty good tonight.
Busch drives one toward right. On the run, Carroll going back. It's over his head. It's up against the wall. It's going to be a double. Stopping at third on the play is Suzuki. A line smash by Michael Busch over the head of Carroll. One hop to the barrier. Cubs have a great scoring chance, Ron, with second and third and nobody out.
Well, you kind of knew this is a good matchup for Bushy. We were just talking about it, and wham, he hits a line drive bullet. The only thing that kept this ball in the park is it was just a line drive. He didn't get it elevated, but he hits a one-hopper off the ivy, or off the warning track and into the wall. So now the Cubs got a serious threat going here in the fourth inning.
Doubles by Cubs batters, sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense. Alex Bregman, the batter. And Alex takes way outside, ball one. Bregman's been a good RBI man of late. 69 for the year. And averaging almost an RBI per game over the last 27 ball games with 26 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0. Infield back. And the pitch to Bregman. Fastball away.
Key in this at bat for Bregman is doing what he's doing right now. Forcing Font to throw strikes. I think they're trying to get him to chase the breaking ball and roll a ground ball, or just obviously play for the swing and miss.
Bregman pokes it foul. Ron, as a batter, you're aware of the infield in or the infield back. How does that change your at-bat, if at all?
It changes it in the sense that if a guy is real dominant on the mound, early in the at-bat, you want to put a ball in play, let's say, towards the second baseman or shortstop to get the run in. That's first.
Now the 2-1 to Bregman. Inside, 3-1.
If you feel like this is a great matchup for you as a hitter, you're looking to do more damage than just put the ball in play. So I think Bregman punched out early in the game in the first at-bat. I think he's going to be, he's understanding that they're not going to throw him a lot of strikes in this at-bat with the base open.
Here comes the 3-1. Bregman pops it up. It's going to be playable in foul territory for Arenado, and that's out number one. Fought on a 3-1 pitch. Induces a weak pop fly by Bregman, one away, and now Ian Happ becomes the key man in the inning.
Yeah, it was a little high cutter, and Bregman went to pull this ball, and it just kind of ran out of bat and just popped it straight up.
Happ robbed on a good play by the shortstop Perdomo his first time. Infield back, and the pitch to Ian. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. Fought has been very stingy of late. He's given up only well, let's see, he's got a 1.79 ERA over his last 10 starts, so he's been tough. Here's the 0-1. Happ takes down low for a ball.
When he's faced some pretty good teams, too. I mean, he's got the Dodgers in there in that stretch. He's got some good teams. He's been very good. And not doing it with the strikeout. He's not a big strikeout guy. He's getting the ball put in play, but he's keeping hitters off balance.
Here comes the 1-1 to Happ. It's on the way, and Ian lines it foul down the right field line. But now the count is 1-2, so Happ really has to concentrate, especially with that infield back of putting the ball in play.
Well, that's the whole thing. You got to put this ball in play. You got to at least score a run here. You know, if you can drive the ball to the outfield and get you a base hit, that is great. And you drive in too. But you really got to make sure you put this ball in play and get a run in.
Fought working out of the stretch. Suzuki the runner at third, Bush the runner at second. One away, the pitch to Happ, off speed outside, ball 2. 2-2 with Nico Horner in the on-deck circle. Cub fans just ready to cut loose if Happ can drive in a run or 2 or 3. Now the 2-2. And here it comes. Off speed outside. Happ very patient.
That was a good take on that backdoor hook. Started out away and started coming back to the outside corner. Never did get to the corner.
Happ tightens the batting gloves after every pitch. It's a nervous habit that he has. Now he's ready. Runners lead second and third. One away. Scoreless game, fourth inning. The 3-2. Ground ball toward first and foul. And we'll do it again. Suzuki got a very good jump. He's going to, with that infield back, he's going to move on contact if he sees that it's a ground ball. Big crowd, kind of quiet all of a sudden. I think we might have a few more people than we had last night now that I look around. Now the 3-2. Happ swings and fouls this one back.
Looked like a pretty good changeup. Ian got fooled by it just a little, but still able to keep the hands back long enough to just get a piece of it.
Fought making his 5th career start against the Cubs. His ERA against the Cubs 1.78, but his record is 1-2. So he's lost a couple of tough, low-scoring games. Fought taking a little extra time, realizing that this is a big moment in this game. Happ trying to come through. The payoff pitch, here it is. Hit in the air to deep right field. It's got a chance. Gone. Ian Happ, a 3-run homer. Off-speed pitch, and he crushed it.
3-2 pitch. And as you said, Pat, it's a breaking ball. They tried to go with that backdoor hook again that he went with earlier in the at-bat. But this time he held on to it a little longer, and instead of it being on the outside corner, it ends up on the inside part of the plate and about mid-thigh, and Ian didn't miss it. Hit a line drive bolt, Cubs up 3-0.
For Ian Happ, his 23rd of the year. Cubs lead 3-0. And he now has 61 runs batted in. Happ just a couple of days ago over in Seattle had the big blow of the game, a grand slam in a game the Cubs went on to win easily 19-2. You like to see your veterans come through with when the season gets to this stage, Ron.
Absolutely.
You need them to come through.
Well, and the Cubs need Ian to get hot. That's an absolute. And, you know, the thing about pitchers that throw a lot of breaking balls that start out off the plate and come back to the plate, the worry is it leaks to the middle of the plate instead of the corners of the strike zone. It's exactly what happened to that breaking ball, and Ian smoked it.
A single by Suzuki, a double by Bush, and a 3-run homer by Ian Happ. 3-0 Cubs here in the 4th inning. With one away, Horner will drive one in the air to deep left center field. Going back is Lawler to the center field fence. And he makes a great running catch out near the 413 sign. He almost looked a little off balance as he made a leaping play, but he held on to the ball. Great catch after a long run in deep left center.
Well, this is the second ball Ian's hit right on the button. He hit one right to the wall in right center in his first at bat, and now one right to the 413 mark in center. Ian has hit 2 balls, and hit them just about out of the ballpark, and both of them are right turns. Both outs.
Nice play by Lawler. Looked like he went off the wrong foot as he made the jump, and as a result, he kind of slammed into that padded wall, but he held on to the ball. Excellent play. That ball had extra bases written all over it.
What would have been interesting, Ian took off running right from the very beginning. If Lawler does not catch that ball, you wonder.
It's tree.
Well, for sure it's going to be it's going to be 3. I wonder if that was one of those plays where you could think about the inside the park home run, depending on those angles of that wall out there in left center.
3 balls and a strike on Pedro Ramirez.
Tree, you say?
Yeah, and you knew exactly what I was talking about.
100%, yeah. You know, yeah.
In fact, you kind of taught me how to say that. And I thank you for that.
Yes.
Here's a pitch taken high, actually a high strike, and it's 3-2 on Ramirez.
Well, you can feel like you were in the Chicago public school system just like me. Congratulations.
Singles, doubles, and tree base hits. Pedro Ramirez waits. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back. Just did make contact. Day game tomorrow. Of course, we'll have it for you. It'll be travel day. Cubs are heading on home. Always the best part of any trip for many of us. Matthew Boyd against Eduardo Rodriguez. And boy, he's been tough this year. We'll talk about him later. Bouncing ball to second. A charging Vargas will throw out Ramirez. But a 3-run home run by Ian Happ gets the Cubs on the board. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Cubs 3, Arizona nothing on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
You got this. Low energy, unfocused, foggy. You might be dehydrated. Don't let dehydration take away from your day. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Progressive knows it ain't easy navigating the open plains of home insurance, but there is one man who can help tame that wild herd of options. The Home Quote Explorer.
Note, Progressive's Home Quote Explorer is not a real person, but an online.
League Leaders are sponsored by Gusto. Hire pay and grow your team with Gusto. Yordan Alvarez of the Astros is the batting average leader in the majors, hitting .323. Kyle Schwarber has 39 home runs to lead the big leagues. The Reds, Sal Stewart with 98 runs batted in. That's #1 in baseball. Nasim Nunez of the Nationals, 42 steals. That's also #1 in the big leagues. Pat?
Okay, Zach, thank you. Zach will be along in the 5th inning to work with Ron. Cubs lead 3-0. Clay Holmes Cubs right-hander now has the lead for the very first time tonight. Here's a bouncing ball to the right side. Horner to his left makes the play. Short throw to first in time. Corbin Carroll is out number 1. These are always big innings. Right after your team has scored, it's a matter of maintaining that momentum.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And the way you do that is you get some early outs in the next inning and keep that momentum churning, and for Holmes, that's perfect pitch to probably get their top player out, on a couple pitches.
Gabriel Moreno, right-handed batting catcher, excellent hitter. Grounded out his first time. Looking at some of the notes around baseball, I see where Seattle beat the Phillies last night 9-2. Phillies saw their 9-game winning streak come to an end. Cal Raleigh, and you were talking about him this past weekend when we were in Seattle, and you said he's looking good. Well, he was very good last night. 3 home runs in one game for Cal Raleigh. There is a strike, and the count now 2-1.
And guess what? He homered again tonight. Mariners and Phillies tied at 1 in the top of the 4th. Raleigh now with 18 bombs this season.
Yeah, he's well, I think he's healthy again, right? You looked at him, and he's trying to play through injuries, through that oblique injury, and it wasn't working. And then he spent 2 times different stints on the injured list and just wasn't healthy. He wasn't able to swing the way he normally is. He's healthy now. There's no doubt. You could see it when we were in Seattle at bat, getting through the zone in a hurry.
Moreno takes ball 4. Second walk yielded by Clay Holmes. 1 away, 4th inning. Cubs pitching has just been outstanding in the first 2 games of this series. Last night, Kevin Gausman, 7 shutout innings in the easy 7-0 win, and tonight Clay Holmes has not allowed a run. 1 away in the 4th. Geraldo Perdomo takes inside, ball 1.
This 4th inning is sponsored by Access One, your Chicago technology partner for managed IT, cybersecurity, business phone systems, and internet services. Access One.
Perdomo takes a strike, 1-1. It gets loud here. It is an indoor park when they close the roof, of course, and it just echoes, and it gets extremely loud here.
Yeah, you figure, you had 28,000 last night, and it sounded like you had 38,000 in here.
Mark Grace came by to say hello. Always good to see the former Cub first baseman. Here's the 1-1 pitch, chopped foul. I briefly had a chance to visit with him, and I was thinking about the very first game the Cubs played here. Mark Grace was playing. Homered in the first inning against left-hander Brian Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was the night that Kerry Wood was making his first start after his epic 20 strikeout game at Wrigley Field. So his next start happened to be the first ever game for the Cubs in this park in Phoenix. Here's a pitch low and inside. And the thing I remember was the enormous, in fact, number of media people who heard about the game, saw some highlights of his 20 strikeout game, and they wanted to see firsthand, who is this guy?
Yeah, what do we got here? Yeah.
Here's a ground ball foul. There must have been 300 media people.
Wow.
They were on the field during batting practice, right in foul territory in front of the third base dugout. And I'm not kidding. There were 300 people here. Everywhere you looked, they were from New York and L.A. and all over. Of course, Chicago well represented. Here's the 2-2. It's outside for a ball. And Kerry would not disappoint. He struck out 13 Diamondbacks in his first game in this park. Cubs' first game in this park, too. So that gave him 33 over a 2-game period. That was an all-time record. Here's a looper into shallow center, a base hit. Perdomo with a single. Stopping at second is Moreno, and now the Diamondbacks are beginning to make some noise, and the batter is Max Kepler.
A little changeup away, and Perdomo stays on it and just shoots it back through the middle. Pretty good piece of hitting by Perdomo. And now you're looking for a ground ball.
Kepler struck out his first time. Left-handed batter. Diamondbacks at first and second with one away. First pitch, check swing, no swing.
First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Cubs are the top wild card team in the National League. 3 games ahead of the Phillies. 5 ahead of San Diego. Chopper foul right side. But with Milwaukee losing tonight, the Cubs are not at all ready to concede the division title. No sense in doing that.
A lot of baseball left. A full month of baseball games left.
Here's the 1-1. Check swing ground ball back to the mound. Holmes will go to first in time. You could tell he was toying with the idea of throwing to second, but then he thought, let's just get the sure thing, and fed the ball to Bush. So it's a 1-3 put out. 2 down men at second and third, and the batter is Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, it was kind of an odd play, a little check swing, and the ball takes Holmes going towards first base quite a bit and fairly hard to try to get to this ball. And the other thing that came into play is the second base umpire was kind of right in line with the second base bag from where Holmes fielded that ball.
Arenado takes low. Arenado 21 home runs. He's driven in 65. Still plays a great defensive third base. Men take their leads. Breaking ball low and outside, 2-0.
Arenado usually does a very good job of covering the ball inside. And for Holmes, that is his strength. That two-seamer to the right, he's running it in on the right-handed hitter. Let's see if he can throw that sinker inside and induce the ground ball to either Nico or Bregman.
Here comes the 2-0 to Arenado. Bouncing ball toward third and foul.
That's what he was looking for, but he just hooked foul.
Arenado on a very special list of 300-plus home runs and 10 Gold Gloves. Willie Mays, Ken Griffey Jr., Mike Schmidt, Andrew Jones, Al Kaline, Johnny Bench, and Ivan Rodriguez are the others. Swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. Fooled him badly. What do you like on 2-2?
I'd go with that same pitch again. I'd double up on the hook and see if, after that sinker inside, he's trying to make sure he can get to that two-seamer in. You might be able to throw one more breaking ball and get a punch out.
Cubs lead 3-0. Bottom of the fourth. Runners at second and third. Ground ball to short. Fielded by Horner. Over to first. Inning over. Excellent job by Holmes. Escaping a second and third 1-out jam. We go to the 5th inning. Zach will join Ron in a moment. It's the Cubs 3 and the Diamondbacks 0 on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Want to rethink what's possible? How about being an investor? Not just in your future, but in the future. Well, it all starts with Invesco QQQ. For more than 25 years, this single ETF has given investors a direct line to the NASDAQ 100. That's 100 leading innovators behind advances in personal tech, science, and robotics, just to name a few. And you can access it all with Invesco QQQ. Let's rethink possibility. Invesco QQQ is the proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs.
There are risks when investing in ETFs, including possible loss of money. ETFs' risks are similar to those of stocks. Investments in the tech sector are subject to greater risk and more volatility than more diversified investments. The NASDAQ 100 Index comprises the 100 largest non-financial companies on the NASDAQ. You can't invest directly into an index. Before investing, consider the fund's investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses. Visit Invesco.com for a prospectus containing this information. Read it carefully before investing. Invesco is not affiliated with the Chicago Cubs. Invesco Distributors, Inc.
Okay, hold up. What is that?
It's new Tide Evo.
That little white tile is laundry detergent?
Yep, Tide Evo is a super concentrated laundry detergent that's built different because it's packed with 6 layers of cleaning power that fight odors, stains, dinge, and extra work. And it smells so good.
New Tide Evo. Love it or your money back. Money back guarantee issued via prepaid card by mail. See Tide.com for details.
Every team needs a closer. Injured? Dial Pound Law. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Proud partner of the Chicago Cubs, Morgan & Morgan, 332 South Michigan Avenue, Chicago.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score and the Odyssey app. Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman with you. Chase Field, Phoenix, the middle game of a 3-game set between the Cubs and Diamondbacks. And it's the Cubs with a 3-0 lead. Michael Conforto, Miguel Amaya, and Pete Crow-Armstrong due up for the Cubs here in their half of the 5th. Conforto digs in. He grounded out to second his first time up. Left-handed batter against the right-hander Brandon Pfaadt, who works his motion and deals. And Conforto pops it up. Left side, back of third. Arenado in fair territory. Makes the catch right along the line for out number 1.
Now, one thing you got to say about Pfaadt, he's got good stuff. He made the one mistake to Ian Happ with that backdoor breaking ball that ended up not staying in the outside corner and got to the middle of the plate, and Ian blasted it. Other than that, he hasn't made too many mistakes.
Miguel Amaya at the plate, and Amaya looks at a ball inside, a fastball that missed, 1-0. It's a 3-run shot by Happ in the 4th inning, his 23rd of the year. Pfaadt kicks and fires and misses low with a sinker. 2-0 the count on Amaya. Clay Holmes has allowed just 1 hit through the first 4. A single by Perdomo. Here's the 2-0. Amaya takes a strike. Sinking fastball, but this one in the zone. About thigh high on the outer half. 2-1 on Amaya. Pfaadt deals. And Amaya takes strike 2. That was a breaking ball from Pfaadt.
Yeah, that one started right at Amaya's front hip and then broke to the inner half of the strike zone. That's one of those, if you see it enough, you can stay on it, and that ball goes a long way. But if you don't see many of those, you see that ball coming at you, and you flinch just a little bit, and you can't pull the trigger.
Here's the 2-2. That's way outside and low. Amaya has worked a full count.
Now here's where usually you'd get that 2-seamer running in on you as a right-handed hitter, and they're going to try to get him to hook a ground ball. See if he can get one elevated.
The payoff pitch by Pfaadt. Amaya swings and misses. Strike 3. Got him with a fastball. 2 away.
And just gassed him up. And Amaya just couldn't quite catch up to that high fastball.
So 2 down. Here's Pete Crow-Armstrong, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Cubs with a 3-0 lead over the Diamondbacks. Cubs have scored now 29 unanswered runs over their last 3 games. Pretty impressive. Crow-Armstrong waits. Pfaadt a long set. And now the pitch. Called strike. Fastball clocked at 94 miles per hour.
Pete just missed a home run in his first at-bat. Hit a ball a mile in the air. In his last at-bat, hit a line drive bullet to first. He's getting right about on time.
Ground ball hit to short, backhanded by Perdomo. The throw across in time to get PCA, who slams his helmet in disgust as he crosses first. Cubs go down in order in the top of the 5th. Middle 5. 3-0 Cubs on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Progressive presents the Museum of You.
We begin our tour with a unique piece, a relic from the early big screen television era. Remarkable. Next, we find a juicer, which historians believe has only ever been used once. And finally, compact discs from the emo era. A rare find indeed.
Some things should be history, but until then you could protect what's important to you and save by bundling your auto insurance with a renter's policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to it at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
Join the Cubs Charities Race to Wrigley 5K presented by AbbVie on Sunday, September 20th. Run through Lakeview, hit the field's warning track, and cross the finish line by the iconic marquee. Register today at Cubs.com/race. Tim Tawa at the plate to begin the bottom of the fifth for Arizona. He swings at the first pitch and bounces it foul off to the left. That was close. 0-1. Cubs with a 3-0 lead here in the last of the fifth.
Yeah, ball just about went right over the bag at third. Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Clay Holmes on the mound for the Cubs. The veteran rider sets chest high. The kick and pitch. And Tawa hits a high fly ball deep center. Crow Armstrong back at the track, backing up near the wall, has a play, makes the catch. About halfway onto the warning track for out number one.
The ball carries pretty well here to the middle of the ballpark. I will say that. But with that being said, it is a very big middle of the ballpark. 407 to straightaway center and 413 just to either side of the hitting background. And you got to blast it. You know, you don't get the cheap one, but, you know, it'll carry, but you've got to hit it to the middle of the diamond.
Ildemaro Vargas at the plate. Check swing and a pitch off the outside. Did he go around? No, says Lance Barrett at third on appeal. So 1-0 the count on the former Cub, Vargas. Holmes peers in, gets the sign from Amaya, straightens up. And here comes the 1-0 delivery. Foul back off the screen, 1-1.
First out in the inning, that's sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
One hit for the Diamondbacks tonight, a single by Geraldo Perdomo in the fourth. Holmes has walked 2 tonight. 1-1 the count. The pitch to Vargas. Bounced foul off to the right. 1-2. Thought it was classy of Torey Lovello, the Arizona manager, to contact Craig Counsell before tonight's ball game and apologize after talking with Major League Baseball and finding out Cubs did not violate any rules in last night's incident. Is that the right word?
Sure.
1-2 the count. The pitch to Vargas. Called strike 3. Sinking fastball that clipped the zone. And Vargas tried to appeal but waited too long, and it was not granted the opportunity to challenge with the ABS system by the home plate umpire Malachi Moore. 2 away.
Yeah, he waits, that's for sure. And this pitch, I believe, is down just a little bit, but you've got to make a call right away. And if you don't get 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. You got to do it right away. He did not, and he's called out.
Jordan Lawler at the plate, right-handed hitter, and looks at a cutter low and outside. 1-0 the count. So 4 strikeouts tonight for Holmes. Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. The 1-0 delivery. A bouncing ball hit to short, ranging to his left corner. Fields, sidearm throw across in time to get Lawler. Diamondbacks go down in order in the 5th. We head to inning number 6. Cubs 3, Arizona nothing. On the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Matthew Boyd. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Are you ready to round the bases with base balderdash? Today's phrase is pickle. Do you know what it means? Pickle, a rundown. William Shakespeare is thought to be the first to use the idiom in a pickle, like a cucumber sitting in a vinegary brine for days on end.
The Cubs have the lead, and Horner in a pickle, they call him out.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D, the ultimate second screen experience. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $5.99 per month.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Swing and a drive hit well to left field. Back goes the left fielder, Kimball, looking up, and it is gone! Goodbye! Bryce Harper has done it! It's a walk-off, game-winning home run in the bottom of the 13th inning. And the long ball that he and everyone has been waiting for.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Seiya Suzuki is on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is sponsored by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Okay, Zach, we go to inning number 6. Seiya Suzuki will lead it off. Right-hander Brandon Pfaadt still in the game. Fires the first pitch for a strike. One big swing by Ian Happ is the difference in this game. There's a pop-up foul and off to the right out of play. If you're just joining us in the 4th inning with 2 men on and 1 away, Ian Happ drilled one over the right field fence into the seats. A 3-run homer, and that is the extent of the scoring. Seiya hits a little looper shallow right. Vargas out, coming in Carroll. They collide. The ball falls, and it's going to be a double, and there might be an injured player. Both men slow to get up. They collided. You could see that coming, Ron. The infielder going out, the outfielder coming in. There was a collision. The ball fell, and the trainers are going to go out, and thankfully both men are up on their feet and walking around and appear to be okay.
Yeah, Carroll walking out to the outfield. The guy that I was worried about is Vargas. He got his legs taken out from under him and then landed on his shoulders and head and then tumbled over, luckily, that he kept tumbling that direction. And they're out looking at Vargas now. I think Carroll standing out in right field going, I'm okay. But Vargas, trainer's still talking to Vargas. He got hit pretty hard, and you're running full speed, and all of a sudden your feet get taken out from under you. And it ends up, the play really, I'm wondering, and you were talking about this earlier, Pat, you know, the noise in this place. You wonder if these two guys are calling the ball and they couldn't hear each other, which happens a lot, especially in these dome stadiums. And that's what I'm guessing. Neither guy obviously heard the other guy calling the ball, because Carroll, I think, had the play.
Watching the replay, Ron, both men's eyes are riveted on the ball. They are oblivious to their teammate also with his eye on the ball, and that's just the way it is. You're a competitive athlete. The ball is in your neighborhood. You're going to try to make a play, and you really are not thinking about your teammate until it's too late.
Right, yeah, yep. And so it'll be a double for Suzuki. And yeah, kind of a scary moment. Those plays are always, you know, they can happen at any moment.
2-base hit for Suzuki. And we're ready for the resumption of play. Michael Busch to step in. Cubs lead 3-0. Nobody out and a man at second. Busch is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. The pitch to Michael outside for a ball.
And doubles by Cubs hitters are sponsored by Southwest Airlines, reliable, comfortable, convenient. Southwest just makes sense.
Brandon Pfaadt still on the mound for Arizona, their starter. Here's a pitch rolled foul. You could tell Bush was trying to pull the ball to advance the runner in this situation. We're getting close to a station ID. We will pass one along ASAP. And now the 1-1 to Bush. In there for a strike, 10 for ID on the score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs radio network.
Talk Cubs with us. Spiegel and Holmes, afternoons 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score. On Odyssey Sports Station, WSCR, WSCR-FM, and HD1 Chicago.
The 1-2 to Bush, low and outside for a ball, 2-2. Cubs trying to get to 21 games above 500. Cubs the wild card leader in the National League. +3 over the Phillies at the start of the play tonight. A fly ball down the left field line. That's going to fall in there for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Suzuki, and he scores on a bloop single by Michael Bush. Good base running by Seiya. He did not hesitate and took off from second and scores easily. Cubs lead 4-0.
Yeah, great read by Suzuki. Another hit for Bush. He's been on base 3 times with a walk, a double line drive off the right field wall, and now base hit to left. And that is the read. It's a great read by Suzuki to take off, and because of that, he scores that run even with nobody out. So great play by Suzuki. Cubs stay hot here in this 6th inning.
Alex Bregman, the batter, RBI number 66 for Michael Bush. As you were saying that, Ron, sometimes you'll see a base runner, maybe a guy at second or first, and he'll kind of turn to look at the outfield every once in a while just to see where those guys are situated in case there is a ball hit like the one we just saw. Here's the throw to first, not in time.
Well, part of your pre-pitch and pre-at-bat situation, if you're on bases, should be with every hitter. If let's say you're on second base, you always look out every hitter to see where the outfielders are playing. And that way you know you can get what kind of jump or what kind of thing you can do on the bases.
Bounce to short, Perdomo to second for 1. Vargas to first for a double play as Bregman bounces into the 6-4-3 twin killing. 2 down in the inning, a run in. Cubs lead 4-0, and the batter is Ian Happ.
Yeah, but there should never be an at-bat, the start of an at-bat, take place with you on the bases and you not know where the outfielders are playing, and the infielders for that matter.
Happ had the game's big blow, the aforementioned 3-run homer that he belted back in the 4th. Zach points out, this is a good research job by Zach, Cubs have scored 30 unanswered runs going back to the Seattle series.
Wow.
That's the last 3 games. That's pretty impressive.
Yep, it really is.
I'm not sure what the Cub record might be or if that particular record is even kept. But it's pretty darn impressive.
Yep. Cleanup hitters, that was Bregman, sponsored by Chicagoland's appliance leader, Grand Appliance. Get your all-star Frigidaire kitchen today at grandappliance.com.
Base is empty for Happ. He'll take a fastball high. Fought up to 83 pitches. A 3-run homer by Happ, an RBI single by Michael Bush. And Clay Holmes has shut the door on the Diamondbacks. 5 innings of 1-hit ball and no runs. 3-1 to Happ. He'll take a fastball strike. 3-2.
Meat of the order. That's brought to you by Pete's Market, Chicagoland's largest family-owned and locally operated grocer.
Cubs have already clinched the season series against these Diamondbacks. As Happ swings and misses, strike 3. Cubs get a run on a double by Suzuki and a single by Bush. We go to the bottom of inning number 6. Cubs on top by a score of 4-0 on the Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
You got this.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy. You might be dehydrated. Don't let dehydration take away from your day. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Boo.
Lars Nootbaar will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning. And now the gentleman in the press box apparently listening to Cubs radio. Here is the 1-0 pitch on the way to Nootbaar. And he's more than welcome to join us. But he just made the announcement to all of the media here that the Cubs have scored 30 unanswered runs going back to the Seattle series last weekend.
He's right on it. Kind of.
There's a dribbler out in front of the plate, pouncing on it as Amaya throws to first to get him. Score that one 2-3. It's out number 1, inning number 6. Cubs leading 4-0. And the batter is Corbin Carroll.
That was an interesting play, and I'm going to tell you why. This ball's dribbled in front of home plate. Amaya goes out to get this ball. He barehands it, and he goes to throw. Nootbaar is running on the AstroTurf well inside the line, but is getting somewhat closer to the bag when the ball gets to first base.
This pitch to Carroll is going to be outside for ball 1.
And you wonder if Amaya makes this throw, and the ball hits Nootbaar, would they call him out? That's it's one of those plays where he was running illegally inside the baseline, but Mordecai did not call that. But I wonder if he would have if the Cubs didn't get the out,
or if the throw would have hit him when he was in fair territory. Yep. Here's a ground ball base hit to right field. Carroll gets a 1-out single, a sharp ground ball into right. And that is only the second hit allowed by Clay Holmes, who is pitching an absolute gem.
Yeah, he's been getting a lot of routine outs, a lot like yesterday with Gausman. We struggled to just trying to make the play of the game, or it's one of those things where it's routine play after routine play.
Gabriel Moreno will take outside, ball 1. We're going to take a little look at some baseball history, brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. It's time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. Clay Holmes to Moreno, fastball strike, 1-1. August the 25th. Down through the baseball years, let's see what's happening. Raleigh Fingers was born on this date in 1946. 80 years old, Raleigh Fingers. One of the great closers of all time.
We'd see Raleigh a lot during spring training here in Arizona with Fergie a lot of times.
Now the right-hander Holmes set. 2-1 pitch down low in the count, 2-2. On this date in 1985, Dwight Gooden of the Mets became the youngest pitcher to win 20 games in a season. Think about that, winning your 20th game on the 25th of August.
Wow.
Here comes the 3-1 on the way. And that's going to be a strike, 3-2. Let's keep an eye on the runner at first with one away, full count.
That's their fastest guy on the field is Carroll. So I would anticipate, with Moreno at the plate, he's a double play candidate and a sinker ball pitcher. You would think they would want Carroll to take off to try to stay out of the double play.
He's got a very short lead at first, and he is running. This pitch is bounced back to the mound. The throw has to go to first. Because of what you just mentioned, Ron, the runner was moving, which, with them down by 4, surprised me a little bit. But as you explained it, it made sense that he was moving.
Well, you had all the variables for the double play. You have a sinker baller on the mound. You've got a contact hitter that puts the ball in play, but with the sinker ball, you're going to get the high tendency of hitting the ground ball. So right now, Arizona, because of it, stayed out of the double play.
Geraldo Perdomo, the batter. He'll take a strike. Cubs lead 4-0, 2 down, bottom of the 6th inning. Plenty of Cub fans in attendance tonight. Here comes the 0-1 from Holmes. Lifted to left center, should be playable for PCA. It is. He's got it. No runs for Arizona. We go to the 7th inning. Cubs 4, Diamondbacks nothing on the score, and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled. Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com. I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
Are you ready to take a swing at Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is cup of coffee. Do you know what it means? Cup of coffee. A short time spent by a minor leaguer in the major leagues. Just enough time for a proverbial cup of coffee.
Back in the big leagues for the first time since a cup of coffee in 2022.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D, the ultimate second screen experience. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $5.99 per month.
Seventh inning in Arizona. Cubs with a 4-0 lead over the Diamondbacks. The 7th inning is sponsored by the Volvo XC90. Room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. Pat?
Room for everyone, you say, Zach?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Nico Horner will lead off the 7th inning. Nico tonight has hit the ball hard twice. Flied to deep right and flied to deep center with Lawler, the center fielder, making a very fine catch. If you're just joining us, Ian Happ belted a 3-run homer in the 4th. Michael Busch drove in a run with a 6th-inning single, and that's it. Cubs on top 4-0, out hitting Arizona 5-2. Clay Holmes, the Cubs starter, has been dominant to this point. Here's the pitch to Nico, and he will swing and miss, and the count now 1-2 strikes. Zach, you're still on the microphone, right?
I am.
I'm going to talk about a baseball history note that's always surprised me. Here's a swing and a foul back out of play. The Tigers of 1952 had a pitcher by the name of Virgil Trucks. He threw the second of his 2 no-hitters in the season on this date in 1952, and it was against the Yankees. So here's a guy that threw 2 no-hitters in 1 year. Ron has rejoined us. His name was Virgil Trucks. Spells his name slightly different than I do. Here's a ground ball toward the middle, fielded by Vargas, and he'll throw it to first in time.
Now, is that Virgil in the Hall of Fame, too?
He is not. And I pointed out, Ron, that he pitched not 1 but 2 no-hitters in 1952. So you would think he had a whale of a year, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Guess what his overall record was in 1952?
Please tell me he did better than 2 and something.
Slightly. And I mean slightly.
Okay.
I probably should give you the loss total first because it is shocking.
Okay.
He lost 19 decisions.
Oh, my.
Pitched 2 no-hitters and had only 3 other wins. He was 5 and 19.
Ooh, wow.
He was lucky to stay in the rotation all year. Right?
Yeah.
If, in fact, he did.
Think of that. You're
that
5 and 19, but 2 of your wins are no-hitters.
And 1 was against the Yanks. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside for a ball.
There were no good players in the 50s on the Yankees, were there?
Not many. Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Phil Rizzuto.
That's all.
There were more.
Yeah, oh, my God.
Maris would come along a little later.
Yeah. Think of that.
Elston Howard. Elston Howard would have been on that team, I believe. Moose Skowron.
Yeah, Moose.
Chicago native, Moose.
What a great guy he was.
He was a nice man. I got to know him when the Cubs would play the White Sox. He lived apparently over there, and maybe even worked for them.
He did work for the White Sox. He was one of those ambassadors for Jerry Reinsdorf, and he lived over by Hawthorne Park. The racetrack is where Moose was from, and had a place and had a restaurant bar, or bar restaurant, I think more it is. Yeah, but great guy.
He was always nice to me.
Yeah, great
he would make a point and come in and tell us about the ball club and ask about ours. 4-0 Cubs lead. We're in the 6th inning. And the pitch, check swing by Michael Conforto on a pitch that was down low, and it's taken for ball 2. Moose has the record, as we talk about Moose Skowron. I'm going to have Zach look this up. If Zach could be so kind to do a little research. I think I read somewhere where the Yankees always played in the World Series, so a lot of Yankees have World Series records, which stands to reason. Looper into shallow right. It's going to be a base hit. Stopping at second is Nico Horner. And Ramirez has the base hit to right. Conforto with a base hit to right. And the Cubs have men at first and second with 1 away, and the batter is Miguel Amaya.
That was another one of those plays where you had to try to get the read. Ramirez took off, then stopped to make sure the ball dropped. Probably a good thing with Carroll in right field with great speed. So Ramirez at second, Conforto at first. See if Amaya can come up with a big base hit.
Miguel hits a fly ball to right. Pretty well hit. Back goes Carroll near the track with room, makes the catch. Tagging from second and going to third is Ramirez. Holding at first is Conforto, and that's going to be the second out in the inning.
Near miss. That ball in flight. See what's on tap here in the 7th inning. Sponsored by Yingling Flight, next generation light gear. With Pete at the plate, one good swing, and this game could be all but over.
And he's due.
Yeah.
Pete is nothing for 3 in this game, 0 for 8 in the first 2 games, but he's had good swings, I felt, Ron, just nothing falling in.
Yeah, he had a line drive to first, hard ground ball to short, just missed a homer in his first AB. I like that he's on top of the baseball now, though, in his last 2 at-bats.
Pitch by Brandon Pfaadt, the Arizona starter, still in the game. This will probably be his last inning. He's at 100 pitches. Cubs at first and third with 2 down, leading 4-0.
If Pete gets a good 2-seam fastball to hit here, or even that high 4-seamer, this ball could go a long way. He is back on top of the ball last 2 at-bats. That's perfect adjustment.
Here's the pitch. Low and inside. Now it's 2-0. But, Zach, if you could be so kind to look up the record for the most home runs hit in the 7th game of a World Series. I believe that Moose Skowron has that record.
That's some record to have.
It's one of the best, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the 2-0 to Pete. Breaking ball in for a strike. Pete thought it was low, and he's going to challenge.
Yep. Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. See if Malachi Moore is right or not. Ball's down.
Calls overturned. Chicago has 2 challenges remaining.
Pete was right. It was low. It's ball 3.
Cut him loose here. 3-0. Cut him loose. He touches one good here. This game's, it's 7-zip.
2 down in the inning, 2 on. Cubs lead by 4. Pete waits. The 3-0 is taken for a strike, and he's going to challenge again.
He thought that that was like a cutter. They say it's a 4-seamer. That was really angled in. Ball strike challenge, sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Let's see.
And it's ball 4.
Chicago has 2 challenges remaining.
You don't see back-to-back pitches challenged very often.
No. And I don't think umpires like that very much, but Pete was right, both accounts. And I think that's going to be the end of the day for the big right-hander from Arizona.
Torey Lovullo, the skipper, out to the mound, presumably to make a pitching change. And he will. Pitching changes by the opposition, sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at sloan.com. Cubs have the lead of 4-0. We're in the 7th inning, and we'll be right back after this on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Carson Kelly. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Pat, we mentioned earlier that the Cubs have now scored 30 unanswered runs since the 3rd inning of Sunday's game in Seattle. That is the most in franchise history, surpassing the previous total of 29 unanswered runs set from May 11th through the 13th in 1969.
1969, a special year for the Cubs. Zach, thank you for that. Seiya Suzuki batting with the bases loaded. Here we go. And Seiya takes outside. Santana is the new man on the mound. The right-hander always works from the stretch. Runners take their leads. And the pitch to Seiya. Outside, 2-0. What's the plan on 2-0, Ron?
Well, you haven't seen a fastball yet. You've seen a cutter and then a slider. I almost think you got to take here. Unless you know this guy, you know what his fastball's like, you got to look for a heater here.
Dennis Santana ready for the 2-0. And it's taken for a strike.
Another cutter.
Pete Crow Armstrong at first. Michael Conforto at second. Pedro Ramirez at third. 2 down. And Seiya hits a fly ball to center, but it's playable. Lawler is going to make the catch to end the inning. Cubs don't score. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Cubs 4, Diamondbacks nothing. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Spiegel and Holmes, great Cubs guests, and more on your way home, 2 to 6 on 104.3 The Score.
You got this.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Don't let dehydration take away from your day. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. With a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
In baseball, range can make all the difference. That extra step to field the ball, make the throw, and get the out. In life, Byrna gives you that same advantage, helping you keep potential threats at a distance with easy-to-use, less lethal protection effective up to 60 feet away. Stay in control without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow!
No.
Today.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Huh?
Max Kepler first up for Arizona. Swings and misses. Might have foul-tipped it, 0-1. Clay Holmes pitching a dandy. Following up where Kevin Gausman left off last night. Gausman pitched a gem. Earned the win. 7 shutout innings for Gausman last night. 6 shutout innings so far for Holmes. His fastball sinks down low.
And these guys do it differently. Well, you know, Gausman 4-seam fastball split, and Holmes sinker, slider, changeup. Great sinker.
The 1-1 is outside.
But I would say the result and the way the game looks, Pat, is very similar, right? There's a lot of routine outs. You know, they haven't hurt themselves with the walk. Routine ground balls, fly balls.
Getting ahead in the count to
Yeah,
a lot of hitters. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch, 2-2. What do you like here, Ron?
I always like when you can run that 2-seamer down and in, or you really don't want to run it away because that's where the ball goes in the left center field gap. But this could be a slider down and in or a changeup away.
Ground ball sharply. Backhand stop by Ramirez. What a play. And he throws him out at first. A diving, backhanded, sensational play by the rookie second baseman, Pedro Ramirez. That's the best play he's made in the big league.
You really can't do it any better than that. He got a great break on that ball and lays out. And he's full extension when he catches this ball right on the tip of his glove and then pops up and makes a great throw to get Kepler, who can run well. Boy, the young guy has really made an impact with the Chicago Cubs since getting called up from Iowa.
Nolan Arenado will take a strike. From our angle, I thought there was no way.
Yeah, that's a base hit all the way. Absolutely.
Here comes the 0-1. Lined foul down the left field line. You think about a second baseman. You have to dive. Your glove is on your left hand. So you're diving up the middle with that backhanded play. And he was flat out.
Yeah. And there's something to be said, too, if you come up to the big leagues and the team that you're joining has such a reputation of playing good defense.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Arenado is out, number 2. Ron, go ahead.
You know, that you don't want to be the weak link. You know, I think Michael Busch saw that when he got to the big leagues, that, you know, everybody is an elite defender, and now he's an elite defender. And now you see Ramirez down there and how much work goes into these guys playing defensively, and now he is playing like an elite defender. It's really fun to watch.
Tim Tawa, the batter, swing and a miss. Essentially, Ramirez is replacing Dansby Swanson in the order because Nico Horner now is playing shortstop where he used to play second. And Ramirez playing every day at second base, but there's not a big drop-off, and that is a huge compliment to Ramirez, thinking how great of a fielder Dansby Swanson is.
Well, that's exactly right.
Here comes the 0-2. It's down low and outside for a ball.
Coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Ron, we've seen it every year, and we'll continue to see it as long as the game is played. Every team's depth will be tested at various times.
Yeah.
There's just so many games, it's unavoidable. The 1-2 pitch pulled foul on the ground toward third.
Yep, I would agree. You got to end up playing with, close to your full 40-man roster at sometimes. You're going to use a ton of extra pitchers, extra defensive guys, and it's the team that the depth usually ends up winning.
1-2 pitch low and outside for a ball. 2-2.
First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity, imagine that.
Two down, nobody on. Tawa waiting for Clay Holmes. Fouls it back off the hands. The Diamondbacks have been a very high-powered run-scoring offense most of the year. Now again, they're missing Ketel Marte, but they still have a lot of good hitters. Here's the pitch, low and outside for a ball. But they have been silent so far in this series. Day game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Matthew Boyd against Eduardo Rodriguez. There's a good matchup. And the payoff pitch. Bouncing ball past the mound. Gloved by Ramirez. The second baseman throws him out. 7 shutout innings for Clay Holmes. We go to the 8th. Cubs 4, Diamondbacks nothing on the Score. And the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Nico Horner. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Gatorlyte, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. With no artificial sweeteners or flavors. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlyte hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
If there's a water leak and your home is flooded, will your insurance cover it? Don't count on it. Repipe your home before the flood. Call Creative Repipe. All they do is repipe homes. They're one of the most preferred and best reviewed repipe companies. Creative Repipe. Local, licensed, and insured. Get 20% off your repipe job and a lifetime warranty. Call 888-373-0046. That's 888-373-0046 or go to creativerepipe.com. That's creativerepipe.com.
In baseball, range can make all the difference. That extra step to feel the ball, make the throw, and get the out. In life, Byrna gives you that same advantage.
4-0 Cubs, top of the 8th inning here in Arizona. And this 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's cars dedicated to donate your car today, Patrick.
Michael Busch will lead off this 8th inning for the Chicago Cubs. Busch with a good night, a walk, a double, a single, a run scored, an RBI. Dennis Santana working for Arizona on the mound. And the pitch on the way, and Busch takes outside. Busch drove in a run with that 6th inning single. Ian Happ had the 3-run homer in the 4th to begin the scoring. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside on the corner. This date in baseball history. Now, here's one that gave me a laugh, Ron. I'm sure there's probably more to the story, but Phil Rizzuto was the team captain of the Yankee glory days. Great shortstop, Hall of Famer. And on this date in 1956, prior to the old-timers game at Yankee Stadium, here's a curve low and inside, Rizzuto is asked to consult with general manager George Weiss and manager Casey Stengel concerning a player move which had been necessitated because the Yankees had acquired Enos Slaughter from the A's. So Phil is in on the conversation.
Right.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Busch is out number 1. So they talk about various players. No, I can't get rid of him. He's too much talent. And, well, how about that guy? No, can't get rid of him. After making several suggestions about who should be cut from the squad, Phil Rizzuto is told by Weiss that he is the player about to be let go.
How about that?
Thanks for your assistance in this meeting. And by the way, you're the one that's going to get the pink slip.
Yeah, way to go, Cappy.
Again, I'm sure there's more to the story than that, but on its face, it's pretty funny. Not to Phil.
I was going to say, he wasn't feeling real good about that day.
I think it's probably customary even today for veteran players who've reached a certain status to be consulted on certain moves by the front office, don't you?
I think sometimes. I think that happens probably less nowadays than it did, say, 20, 30, 40 years ago.
Ground ball back to the mound. Santana runs over to the line and tags Bregman before he reaches first, so 1 unassisted on the putout. 2 down, nobody on, and the batter is Ian Happ. How did we do in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game? Boy, Zach was the winner, and he was suspiciously close tonight. The actual attendance, 28,215. And Zach's guess was 28,500. So he is the winner, fair and almost square. 1 ball and no strikes on Ian Happ. And the pitch to Ian. Taken outside for a ball. Please stay tuned for the toast of the game, ball player. Now, Ron Coomer has that assignment. He will be naming that sometime in the next inning or so. Toast of the game presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Got a couple things here. How about the tough play of the game, sponsored by Loyola Medicine? Loyola Medicine defines tough.
I would say that play by Ramirez immediately comes to mind.
Yep, no doubt. He could get the catch of the game, too, just by the way he laid out for that ball and made that play.
Mm-hmm. Here's the pitch on the way. Happ will take a strike. I was thinking about that play, Ron, as a middle infielder, and even at third base or any infield spot. There are certain balls that are hit so hard that you can make the dive, you can put your glove in the right spot, but the ball is hit so hard that it just is unable to catch.
Right.
And it kind of, hits the fingertips and then trickles away. But that was one of the impressive things. He gloved it cleanly.
Yeah, and the ball was hit. It was a bullet. Absolutely. It's just a phenomenal play. And that's a play that any defensive player would love to have that in their resume of plays they've made. That was big-time play.
Here's the pitch to Happ. It's bounced to the right side, fielded by Vargas, and he'll throw to first in time. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs 4, Diamondbacks nothing. This is the score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best.
Let's go!
Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big In.
Suits2020.com.
Time now for the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app. Save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. The Mets beat first-place Milwaukee 3-2 in 10 innings tonight. So the Cubs can move to within 4.5 of the Brewers with a victory here in Arizona. Meantime, the number 2 wildcard team in the National League, Philadelphia, trailing tonight. After 7, Mariners 4, Phillies 1. Cal Raleigh, a solo shot, his 18th. Pat?
Very good, Zach. Thank you. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Right-hander Daniel Palencia, the new man on the mound. The native of Venezuela brings it, and it's popped in the air. Should be routine for Happ, angling in near the line and left. One pitch, one away. And Ron, here's an event that you are going to be very much the center of. Baseball fans, I like a spot that starts with, hey, baseball fans.
There you go.
This Friday night, head to Coombs Corner in Lockport. After the game from 7 to 9 p.m., meet Ron Coomer. Enjoy Yingling bucket specials and some Yingling swag. Don't miss the postgame party this Friday night at Coombs Corner with Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer.
Yeah, and we are having, it's also sponsored by US 99, our country station that's with us in Chicago, and Austin and Melissa, the morning show. Oh, my.
Pitch up and in. Look out.
That hit him in the helmet.
Lawler got hit and is laying on the ground at home plate. And he is moving his head, so that's promising, but it came up and in. He tried to duck out of the way. It struck him. Couldn't tell exactly where it hit him, but a very scary moment.
Yeah. It's the fastball up and in.
Lawler slowly getting up to his knees and now standing up. Palencia halfway to the plate, making sure that the batter that he just hit is not seriously hurt. That is so scary.
Yeah, instantly Palencia came in.
Lawler is going to be taken out of the game for precautionary reasons, but he looks okay. He looked like he was alert. He's walking straight and without assistance, so that's promising. As we watch it again, oh, it got him right in the side of the helmet. Thank goodness for that ear, that extra ear flap these days. Watch this, Ron.
Oh, my.
Ooh. 99 mph. Palencia was mortified for a second or two, thinking that a serious injury had taken place. We all were mortified.
Absolutely.
And thank goodness he's okay, at least apparently so.
Scary moment here.
Watching it from another angle, he just was able to turn the face away so that he did not get hit in the actual face. It hit the helmet next to his left cheek. Lars Nootbaar will be the batter as play resumes. You can go weeks and months and not see any of those, but one time is a reminder of just how dangerous potentially this game can be, Ron.
Well, and when Daniel on the mound, he's throwing right at 100 miles an hour. I mean, it's scary.
Nootbaar the batter with a man at first, one away, bottom of inning number 8. Cubs lead 4-0. Palencia brings it too high for a ball. 1-2.
I know we were talking about the catch of the game with Ramirez, but the catch of the game sponsored by Des Moines. That play was a real trip, and so is Des Moines. It's a trip. Make it yours at catchdesmoines.com.
Now the 0-1. Fastball just missed outside. 2-2. But again, I hope you guys have fun. We'll mention this again on tomorrow's broadcast.
But we have US 99 coming out. Austin and Melissa, the morning show hosts, will be out there kind of emceeing with me. So I really appreciate them coming out and doing that. They are a lot of fun. I do their show every Friday mornings, and we have a great time. So they're going to come out. It's sponsored by Yingling. So it's very good. We're going to have a good time. Now, Pat, I heard you're a big two-stepper, right? Is that what that dance is, Zach? Two-step?
No, I used to double dribble a lot when I played basketball,
my bad.
but
Sorry.
Two-stepper, I'm not sure what that means.
Okay, yeah, I obviously I don't really either, because I Now, Evan Fox is a country music guy that's going to play at our show on Friday. A young guitar and country music guy. Maybe he can teach us both how to two-step. I don't know.
Well, I would be more interested in a tree step.
Oh, a tree step. Got it. Not the two, the tree.
Ball 4, 2 men on. One away in the inning. Tommy Hotovy out to the mound. Both to talk to Palencia and to make sure that Daniel is not still shaking after his fastball hit the batter in the face.
Yeah, it's one of those things that obviously the hitter is, it is what it is, and you get hit in the head with a fastball. But the pitcher, that's something, that's another thing that you're not, it shakes you up. There's no doubt.
The pinch runner at second base, by the way, is Jorge Barrosa. So Barossa running at second base. One away in the inning. Runners at first and second. Now this is a big batter because if Carroll gets on, then they have the tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch on the way. Carroll takes very high. Ball 1-0.
That breaking ball, Daniel did not finish the pitch. Kind of casted it out and then never really finished the delivery. Ball way high.
2 on with 1 away. Valencia brings it. Swing and a miss. Good sharp breaking ball. 1-1.
That one was better. He finished that pitch and that good downward tilt. That slider going towards the dirt.
Outfield straight away for Corbin Carroll. He's one of their best players. Left-handed batter has some pop. The pitch bounced foul toward first. What do you like on 1 and 2?
He's thrown 3 sliders in a row to Carroll. 1 way high. 2 he swung at. It might be time to climb the ladder with that good fastball that he's got at around 100 miles an hour. See if you can get him to strike out on the high heater.
Runners lead. The stretch. And the 1-2 from Palencia. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nothing fancy. Got a 99-mile-an-hour heater. Out number 2 as Corbin Carroll is out on strikes.
Well, that's just good pitching. Good, 2 good sliders to get a swing and miss and a little dribbler foul. And then you gas up top with the high fastball. That's a great sequence for Palencia to get the punch out.
You're not out of the woods. Gabriel Moreno, the batter. And the pitch to Moreno is in for a strike. Cubs shut down Arizona last night, 7-0. In back of Kevin Gausman. Lead tonight 4-0. Bottom of the 8th with 2 down. Valencia now taking a little extra time. Moreno stretching, stepping out of the box momentarily. 28,000 plus looking on. Many of them are Cub fans, the majority in fact. And the 0-1 from Daniel Palencia. It's outside, it's even. Cubs have already won the season series against these Diamondbacks by virtue of last night's win. 4-0 for the year. Trying to keep that perfect record intact. Still some work to do. 2 down, 8th inning, the 1-1 from Palencia. Fastball just missed. I'm not sure if it was high or outside. It was not very high and not very far outside in either case.
Yeah, 100-mile-an-hour fastball right at the top of the zone.
And the 2-1. Fouled away. He challenged him. And a guy in the middle of the order, he's thinking extra bases here, Ron.
Yeah, absolutely. He's thinking, trying to take him deep. He got high guess. He was cheating on the fastball and just fouled it back.
Two down, 2 on, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Check swing ground ball toward first. Fair ball. Fair ball down the right field line. A run will score. It's going to be a double for Moreno. A check swing, ground ball that hit the first base bag and bounced away from Michael Busch. One of the strangest doubles you'll ever see in a big league game.
This ball is going down the line and it's in foul territory. And it had to hit like a spike mark and bounce back towards fair territory about 3 feet in front of the bag at first. And then it hits the first base bag, as you described that, and then goes back down the line in foul territory. Crazy play, drives in a run.
And now the tying run is at the plate. Geraldo Perdomo batting. Takes inside. It's an RBI double for Moreno. 65th RBI. It's the first run for Arizona in the series. It took them 17 innings to get on the board. And now they've got the tying run at the plate.
Yep.
And he's a dangerous hitter. Runners at second and third, 2 down. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Boy, that was a good heater on the outside corner at the knees.
Barossa scored the run. He's the guy that pinch ran for Lawler, the man that was hit in the face with the pitch. Here's the looper, shallow left center. It's going to drop. Pete Crow-Armstrong fires toward the plate. The throw offline. And going to second is Perdomo, and now it's a 4-3 ball game. Pete thought he had a chance at home. He didn't. And now the tying run is in scoring position.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where you've got to have a shot at the plate. He makes this throw and throws it over the cutoff man. And once it goes over the cutoff man, Perdomo does a very nice job of continuing to run to second. And now Arizona has the tying run in scoring position.
Greg Counsell's going to make a pitching change. We are in the 8th inning. It's become a 1-run ball game all of a sudden. And we'll be back with more. It's the Cubs 4, Diamondbacks 3. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. And pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Right back after this on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
This is your home for every pitch of Cubs baseball on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
A dark night, a quiet suburb. But for one family, danger lurks just downstairs.
Oh, no. That's just my husband getting a midnight snack.
Guilty. But
We have Xfinity Shield. It has a built-in Wi-Fi feature that detects movement without cameras.
well, what they didn't know is that an even bigger threat lurks online. A hacker.
Actually, Xfinity CyberSecure protects our connected devices, too.
Okay, fine. But what they didn't see coming
is that these features are included with our Wi-Fi. We did. Kind of the whole point.
Well, this one's not getting a sequel.
What if protecting your home and devices could be drama-free? Introducing Xfinity Shield, with Wi-Fi features designed to give you peace of mind. Visit xfinity.com/shield to learn more. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Xfinity Internet and compatible equipment required.
Cubs fans, vote for the Chicken and Churros. Fill in your ballpark bites bracket for a chance to win tickets to try these bites in stadium. Vote at MLB.com/bracket. Pat?
Jacob Webb is on the mound trying to get this final out in the 8th inning. Tying run at second. Max Kepler, the batter. First pitch is in there for a strike. Perdomo with a 2-run single makes it a 1-run game. Perdomo now with 46 runs batted in, and he leads at second base. Kepler, the left-handed batter, waits. And the 0-1 from Webb. Fastball just missed. Cubs might challenge that, I believe I heard.
Change up down. Amaya thought it was in the zone. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine.
Calls overturned. Chicago has 2 counts.
And it is a strike, and it's 0-2. Good challenge by the Cubs. The stretch by Webb. The right-hander brings it. A little tapper back to the mound. Fielded by Webb. Throws to first in time. Arizona scores 3, but the Cubs still have the lead as we go to the 9th inning. Cubs 4, Diamondbacks 3 on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Pete Crow Armstrong. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
The folks at Tito's
Las Vegas Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marshmello, Subtronics, The Fray, and more. This festival without fences will bring you mouth-watering food, stunning 3D graphics on the Fremont Street canopy, and jaw-dropping performances. All free. November 20th through 22nd. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Book your stay downtown at Circa Las Vegas. Details at neoncityfestival.com.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping. Get styled.
Not today, sweatpants. Somebody's wearing jeans that fit.
Wow! No photos, please. I'm just a regular dad who happens to have a stylist.
I really look my best when someone else makes the decisions.
Hey, we can all see you two-way mirrors.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at StitchFix.com.
I want to hug you. I'm going to hug you. I'm coming in for a hug.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Getting set for the top of the ninth inning here at Chase Field in Arizona. It's the Cubs on top of the Diamondbacks 4-3. The ninth inning is sponsored by Circa Resort and Casino. Get ready for the time of your life. CircaLasVegas.com. Pat?
Justin Martinez, the right-hander, is the new man pitching for Arizona. Nico Horner to lead it off. It's now a nail-biter, 4-3. Cubs still lead. Boy, they would like to get an insurance run or four right about now. Nico takes a strike.
Opponent's pitching change sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner in the Chicago Cubs, leader in smart water. Smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Learn more at Sloan.com.
Nico takes away ball two. 10 for ID. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Covering the Cubs and all of Chicago's teams on The Score, middays with Rahimi and Grody, 10 to 2 on 104.3 The Score, WSCR, WSCR FM, and HD1 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Horner takes a strike. The count now 1-2. Arizona will have the 6, 7, and 8 batters due up in the bottom of the ninth. Nico cracks one foul down the left field line. Off-speed pitch.
Quality start tonight. That's sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Start your next project with quality paints from Benjamin Moore, official paint of the Chicago Cubs.
Jacob Webb got the final out in that inning. Undoubtedly, he'll work the bottom of the ninth. As Nico hits one in the air to right. Over toward the line is Carroll making the catch. Foul territory, out number one.
Nico just couldn't quite get to that ball. Pretty good pitch down and away.
Arizona will have Arenado, Tawa, and then Vargas batting in the bottom of the inning. Here is Pedro Ramirez stepping in. Pedro, nothing for two, made a sensational defensive play. And let's see if he can get on to start a little rally here.
A little challenge here. Pitch is a strike. All strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Strikeouts tonight by Cubs pitchers, brought to you by Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers.
Left-handed batter takes high and away, 1-1. Cubs trying to stay perfect against Arizona for the year, 4-0 against the Diamondbacks. Still some work to do to put this one away. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Pretty good split finger. That ball started out up. Great arm action, and that the change of speed got Ramirez. Location, the pitch was up, but great arm action.
Arizona still with a realistic chance to make the playoffs. 4th in the National League wild card race, just 2 games behind San Diego. Here's a bouncer foul. It's the top 3 wild card teams that qualify for the postseason. Right now it would be the Cubs, Phillies, and San Diego. And now the 1-2 on the way. Inside might have hit him. Nope, I guess it didn't. I thought it might have grazed him the way he acted. Inside 2-2.
Yeah, just missed his thighs is about where that ball came in.
Cubs lead 4-3, top of the 9th. 1 away, bases empty. Here's the big chop, slowly hit to a charging first baseman, Tawa. He gloves it, and safe at first is Ramirez. The ball and the runner got there at about the same time. Tawa tried to grab it and in one motion make a sweep tag, and the ball flew out of his glove. There was contact with the base runner. Strange play.
Yeah, he catches this ball, and at the same time, right at the bag, and the foot of Ramirez hits the glove of Tawa. Tawa makes the mistake in not charging this ball. You got to run in, catch this ball well before it gets to the first base bag, and then tag the runner. He did not do that, and it ends up being a base hit for Ramirez.
The runner goes. The pitch to Conforto fouled away. He had an enormous jump from first.
Yeah, he took off early, and he had the base stolen. Stolen bases by the Cubs. They're sponsored by Turo Tire. Chicago's hometown tire. Get called safe at TuroTires.com.
I guess Ramirez gets an infield single a minute ago.
Base hit. Yeah.
Conforto waiting. Michael will take inside. Conforto nothing for 3. Ramirez with good speed. He might be moving here.
Yeah, he took off on the first pitch. It wouldn't surprise me if he tries to get second here.
The 1-1, the Diamondbacks thinking that same thing as Justin Martinez tosses over. Now the right-hander ready. Pedro leading and running. The pitch taken for a strike. Throw to second base is in time, and out on a close play is Pedro Ramirez. The shortstop Perdomo made a good tag. The throw right on the money by Moreno. But Perdomo had to grab it, secure the ball as he made the tag on the sliding Pedro Ramirez.
Yeah, this throw inside the bag, and that's where they're teaching catchers to throw the ball. Now, not right at the bag, but to the inside on the second base side of the bag. So the fielder can come in, catch and tag before you get all the way to the bag. Actually it's working out pretty good if a catcher can get the ball there. And that was executed perfectly by Arizona.
Let's see if Conforto can get a hold of one. He takes inside, 3-2. Cubs scoring a 3-run homer by Ian Happ in the 4th inning, a run-scoring single by Bush in the 6th. Will it be enough? Conforto takes strike 3 call. Cubs don't score. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Fasten those seatbelts. Cubs 4, Diamondbacks 3. This is The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
You got this.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Don't let dehydration take away from your day. Gatorade Zero powders have been scientifically designed to help improve hydration balance in the body. with a clinically proven electrolyte blend and no artificial colors or flavors. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Hey, this is Cheech Marin inviting you to the exhibition Chicano Camera Culture at the Cheech. The Museums for All program offers $1 admission. More info on thecheechcenter.org.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D, the ultimate second screen experience. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $5.99 per month.
So, I still don't know exactly what I want to do after graduation. But one thing I do know, CalKids has my back with a scholarship of at least $500. It's just for students who went to public school in California. And yeah, that
at myconsumers.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs. They may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
All right, Zach, here we go. Bottom of the ninth inning, a one-run nail-biter. Jacob Webb working on Nolan Arenado. First pitch outside, check swing, no swing. Arenado, nothing for 3 in the game. The pitch by Webb. There's a strike, 1-1. We'll be naming the Toast of the Game ball player, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. As time permits in this ninth inning, if you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Line drive caught by Horner at shortstop, out number 1. Sharp line drive off the bat of Arenado, but right to Horner. Cubs get a break, 1 down. Tim Tawa, the batter. Webb trying to save it for the Cubs. Clay Holmes, the pitcher of record. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Tawa, nothing for 3. Struck out, flied out, grounded out. 1 away, ninth inning. Cubs lead by a run. Curveball missed, 2-0. Very few fans have left. 28,000 plus here tonight. Webb ready to bring it 2-0. Swing and a miss. Beautiful change of pace. Tawa waiting for the 2-1 from Webb. And here it comes. Just outside. It's 3-1.
They're going to challenge that fastball away. Ball strike challenge sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. It's a big pitch.
Call confirmed. Chicago has 1 remaining.
Outside by an eyelash. 3-1 on Tawa. Cubs lead by a run, bottom of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Tawa was trying to launch one to Tucson. Now it's full. 1 away, bases empty. Webb ready from the belt. Brings it. Hit on the ground sharply. Diving stop by Bregman, but it's a foul ball. Incredible play by Bregman. But it was just fouled, apparently.
Yeah, ball borderline going over the bag at third. Bregman makes a great stop. He's playing no doubles, so he's a step and a dive off the baseline.
The 3-2 pitch again. It's high for ball 4. So the tying run now is on base.
now with Vargas coming, the Diamondbacks are going to bring out a pinch runner for Tawa. And the key is Vargas. You got to make quality pitches to Vargas. If you get him to roll over, he possibly could roll into a double play.
Vargas ready to step in. Nothing for 3 in the game. Tying run at first. 1 down, bottom of the 9th. The pitch by Webb. Breaking ball low and inside, ball 1.
The pinch runner at first base who came in, Fernandez, came in for Tawa to pinch run.
Jose Fernandez at first. Now the 1-0 pitch on the way. Low and inside, ball 2 to Vargas. Vargas is nothing for 3. Cub infielders looking for a ground ball. 1 away, bottom of the 9th. 4-3 Cubs lead. The pitch hit in the air to right field over toward the line of Suzuki. Makes the catch. And that's out number 2. He just missed. And that's a big second out. It came on a 2-0 pitch. And now the Diamondbacks are down to their last chance.
Vargas did a big swing on that pitch inside. He had the trajectory of a home run, but the pitch jammed him, and he didn't get the barrel on it and just hit the fly ball to Suzuki.
Ryan Waldschmidt is going to be a pinch batter, right-hander, right-handed hitter. He played center field in last night's game. Tommy Hotovy with a quick scouting report, I'm guessing, Ron, about Waldschmidt, and out the entire infield listening, but this is all about Jacob Webb hearing what Tommy Hotovy has to say about how to pitch to this batter.
No doubt. Absolutely. You know, what his hot zone is, what you want to stay away from, what you want to attack. And to me, a lot of this is just staying away from the power spot of any hitter, and that's usually down and in for a guy like this. So if you can stay away, you're usually in pretty good shape.
The outfield very deep. You don't want anything hit over your head. 2 down, bottom of the 9th. Cubs lead 4-3. Here we go. And the pitch. Waldschmidt will take a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. And the next pitch. The runner goes. The pitch outside. Throw to second base. He is going to be safe at second base.
Boy, that was close at second. I thought they were going to get him. And then Fernandez, that long body, he's a big, tall guy, stretches out and ends up beating the throw. Cubs are going to challenge this anyways, because why not?
Yeah.
If he is out by chance, the game's over. And it's a close play at second.
Jose Fernandez went in head first. It was Ramirez, the second baseman, who took the throw, and boy, that's close. That's very close. Closer than I saw it live, Ron.
Yeah, very close. Fernandez, I think, is going to be safe unless he comes disengaged at the bag, which he does not. I think he's going to be safe by, it's to be close, but safe.
After review, the call is confirmed. The runner is safe, and Chicago will lose their count.
Safe is the call, so Fernandez, the tying run at second. As the plot thickens a little bit, 2 down, bottom of the 9th inning. Ryan Waldschmidt at the plate. Jacob Webb on the mound. A count of 1-1. The stretch and the pitch. Inside, almost hit him. And it's 2-1. Nootbaar is on deck. The set by the Cub right-hander. The 2-1. Fly ball deep left field. all the way back. It's a home run. Arizona wins it by a score of 5-4.
It's the breaking ball. It's the second one that he saw in the at-bat that starts out inside and breaks to the middle of the plate. That was strike one, and now they went back to that same pitch, and it's just a hanging breaking ball, and he hit it a long way.
Arizona stunning the Cubs. A game-winning home run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning by Waldschmidt. And this series is all tied at 1 victory apiece. Ryan Waldschmidt, it was gone by plenty. And the Diamondbacks win in walk-off fashion. Very tough loss for the Cubs. The final, Arizona winning it 5-4. We'll be back with the totals in a moment on The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Chicago, this is Craig Counsell. Pat and Ron call every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Choose to lean into it. Every Mazda is engineered to give you effortless control.
I wake up.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Keep your family's dehydration levels in check with Gatorade Lower Sugar. Get this, it has 75% less sugar than regular Gatorade and no artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorade, hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
Hey, this is Cheech Marin inviting you to the exhibition Chicano Camera Culture at the Cheech. The Museums for All program offers $1 admission. More info on thecheechcenter.org.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is seeing eye single. Do you know what it means? Seeing eye single. A soft ground ball that finds its way between infielders for a base hit, as if it had eyes of its own.
That is a perfect seeing eye single for Riley Adams.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
Las Vegas, Neon City Music Festival is here. A free all-ages celebration of music, food, and art. Experience electrifying performances by Fat Joe, Cascade, Marsh.
Arizona wins it by a score of 5-4. 5 runs on 5 hits and no errors for Arizona. They scored 3 in the 8th and 2 in the 9th. A 2-out game-winning home run by Ryan Waldschmidt, the game winner. The Cubs managed 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher, Martinez, 1-0. Justin Martinez getting the win, and Jacob Webb takes the loss and is now 6-4. 28,215 the attendance in a ball game that took 2 hours and 36 minutes to play. 5-4 the final. Ron, some final thoughts as Arizona pulls off a stunner here tonight.
Yeah, it's unfortunate tonight. You know, you waste an outing like Holmes threw today, where he threw 7 shutout innings. It was outstanding. Couple pitches. Daniel had some command issues, obviously, and gave up some runs. And then the one breaking pitch, you know, the thing to me is you try to stay away from the hot areas where a guy can do the most damage. And I know for Webb, he threw the first pitch, kind of hung inside and stayed in that, you know, that really good hitting zone. And I know he's not trying to throw it there. He wants it down and away. He just didn't get it there, unfortunately for him and the Cubs. And, you know, it gets hit out of the ballpark.
Well, Ron, we will be here tomorrow. It's a day game. Cubs still have a chance to win the series, and I will see you then.
I'll see you in the morning, partner.
It'll be the Cubs and the Diamondbacks, Game 3, the series finale. It'll start at let's see, I'm going to get the exact starting time. 2:40 Central Time tomorrow. 2:40 Central Time. So Zach's pregame show begins at 2:05. And the starting pitcher is left-hander Matthew Boyd for the Cubs and left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for Arizona. Thanks to Walt Ellis, our excellent engineer, for a job well done. Thanks to Zach Zaidman for all of his fine work on the broadcast, and his post-game show is right around the corner. For former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes saying thank you for listening and good night from Chase Field in Phoenix. The final, Arizona 5 and the Cubs 4. This has been a presentation of The Score and the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Toyota's national sales event is here to keep summer going. Get great deals on Toyota's most efficient lineup of hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and electric vehicles. Like the RAV4 hybrid or plug-in hybrid with the power and capability to take you farther. Prius hybrid or plug-in hybrid, offering tech and efficiency for every adventure. Or all-electric BZ with the range to extend your summer play. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
In a winning lineup, every player has a unique role, different positions, different strengths, all ready when the moment calls for them. The same is true for personal safety. That's why Byrna offers easy-to-use, less lethal launchers, sprays, and alarms, giving you different levels of protection without having to carry lethal force. Shop personal protection options at Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com. Purchase and shipping restrictions vary by state and municipality. Go to Byrna.com to check availability at your location.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're a choir, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner. You were about to slay parent-teacher conferences. Oh, these?
Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds vary. Use of fiber coaxial cable. Learn more at Xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
Rev up your rewards at the pump with the Club Citgo app. Join today and enter for the chance to win big with members-only sweepstakes, plus everyday savings that stack automatically. Start with 20 cents off per gallon on your first fill-up and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 4 purchases with Plus Pay. Hit Premier status and unlock even more. So what are you waiting for? Download the Club Citgo app today and you're good to go. Savings good up to 30 gallons only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Hey, weren't you just complaining about the roads needing work? When you spot orange coming up on the road, slow down, stay alert, and always follow the work zone signs. Traffic changes require your full attention, and the crews repairing your roads expect you to follow the law for everyone's safety. Speeding through can land you a costly fine, or worse. Respect the zone. It's not a game.
Pros, find the right flooring for the job in Lowe's newly redesigned flooring showroom. Shop our expanded assortment of trusted brands and get up to 35% off style selections, Stainmaster, and Stainmaster Pet Protect Special Order Carpet. And while you're here, save $100 on the DeWalt 20-volt max 6-amp-hour 2-pack of batteries. Now just $179. Get more of what you need faster and save more where it counts from the ground up. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 8/26 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Make your house a home with premium paints and stains from Benjamin Moore. Achieve long-lasting color and beauty with Aura, Regal Select, and Ben for interiors. Or protect your exteriors with Element Guard and new Woodlux exterior stains. Available exclusively at locally owned Benjamin Moore stores. Their high-quality products ensure a flawless finish every time. Ready to start your next project? Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a retailer near you. Benjamin Moore. See the love.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Larson is ready, gets the sign. 2 strikes, 4-1. Here comes the pitch. Strike 4. A no-hitter. a perfect game for John Watson. Yogi Berra runs out there. He leaps on Watson, and he's swarmed by his teammates. Listen to this crowd roar.
Listen to the game's next unforgettable call right here on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash?
Today's phrase is hot corner.
Do you know what it means?
Hot corner, a nickname for third base because of the speed at which batted balls travel to the position.
Cardinals lead it 1-0. Great play at the hot corner by Nolan Arenado.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhance game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game. Plus live minor league action and even Game Day 3D, the ultimate second screen experience. It's all here on MLB Plus for just $5.99 per month.
I actually drive better when I'm high. If anything, I'm more careful.
That's probably what the driver who killed a 4-year-old told himself. And now?
4-1. Cubs spoil a terrific outing by Clay Holmes. The Cubs pitching recap is sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Throw a no-hitter with your next painting project. Visit BenjaminMoore.com for a location near you. Holmes was magnificent. 7 scoreless innings, scattered 2 hits. He walked 3 and struck out 5 tonight. Daniel Palencia was charged with 3 runs on 2 hits in 2/3 of an inning. Palencia seemed to have his confidence rattled after he hit Jordan Lawler with a 99-mile-per-hour fastball in the 8th inning. Jacob Webb blows the save, ends up with the loss, now 6-4 on the year. Who's on a Roll is sponsored by Serta Pro Painters. Choose happy. Choose Serta Pro Painters. Visit CertaPro.com. Ian Happ continues to attack with the bat. A 3-run homer tonight. Happ batting .308 over his last 7 games with 3 bombs and 10 runs batted in. Cubs U enrollment is now open for all college students. Get discounted Cubs tickets all season long by texting Cubs U to 88019. Cubs squander a 4-run lead late, and Arizona walks off the Cubs 5-4. Pinch hit 2-run job by Ryan Waldschmidt ends the game. When we come back, the highlights next on The Score in the Northwestern Medicine Cubs Radio Network.
Every strikeout and home run is heard right here on 104.3 The Score and the Cubs Radio Network.
Are you ready to round the bases with Base Balderdash? Today's phrase is Texas Leaguer. Do you know what it means? Texas Leaguer, a bloop that falls between an infielder and an outfielder for a base hit.
It's an RBI single for Breckman on a little Texas Leaguer, and the Astros lead 2-0.
Expand your vocabulary with the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's time to step up to the plate and see if you can guess which baseball player or manager said the following.
Tonight I stand here overwhelmed as my name is linked with the great and courageous Lou Gehrig.
That's Cal Ripken Jr. addressing the fans after his 2,131st consecutive game played. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang term. Today's phrase is Oppo Taco. Do you know what it means? Oppo Taco, a home run hit to the opposite field.
Austin Hayes with an Oppo Taco, his 13th, and it's a 1-run game.
Expand your vocabulary by listening to every game on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Step up to the plate with MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Let's go! Enjoy MLB Network 24/7.
Low bet fees in Illinois. Circa Sports brings you player-friendly pricing, enhanced in-game options, exceptional customer service, and more. Whether you're betting with the home team or scouting the next big matchup, take your swing with the Circa Sports app. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Man, with these Bosch lasers, I can knock out the job.
You tell him, champ.
Who are you?
I'm your inner Bosch.
My inner...
Bosch, baby. I'm that feeling you get when you got a job on the ropes.
Like a window install?
One you're about to knock out with Bosch.